morning, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. My name is Susie, aka Hot Ink, and over here to my left, or your right, we have Shitbox Scientist. Woo! And as you can see, he's got his shitbox behind him.
One of many.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, welcome to the show. This is, I don't know how long we're going to go today. Yes, last time we went an hour, and I felt pretty exhausted by the end of it. But you know what is so funny? I have been on, I've been live streaming since 2014, 2015 on everybody else's live streams. And I never did my own live stream until just recently. And it is so different when you're doing your own as opposed to when you're with somebody or when you're on their panel. There's just a lot more things to look at. And anyways, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. We had Sammy coming in first, my girl. Blunt Forest, we have Kane, which is that one S10. How are you? You rock as well, Kane. Thank you. We've got Donkey Buds. We've got Jeff growing old. And of course, we've got Scotty. Scotty in the house. So how's everybody doing? It's Saturday. Woohoo! How's your weekend so far, Shitbox?
Hold on, working on extra screens here so I can see the chat.
Well, if you didn't have 500 million screens.
There's only 4 out here at the moment. They could be much worse.
Hey, Craig, how are you? Kent Beer Reviews, guys. That's my Bob Ross looking friend.
There's no better thing to fall asleep to than Bob Ross.
Really? The Happy Fucking Trees, man?
Yeah, I was watching an interview with Kid Rock the other day, and apparently that's what he falls asleep to is Bob Ross. Can't fall asleep without it.
Yeah, it's like ASMR. And he's so calm and just his voice is so soothing and man. Dr. Danknugs, what's going on, man? I hope you had an awesome week, and I hope you were doing fantabulous. One more quarter. Hey, cheers.
So give me the rundown of the plants behind you, because it doesn't look like the things I usually grow.
Right. Well, I do grow anthurium. So I collect anthurium houseplants, which is my main thing, I guess. They're very close to orchids in a way. If you think about how orchids, the roots are super thick and they require an aeroid mix and everything like that. So I do that. So I've got all my anthurium over here. I've also got succulents behind me with the pink lights. And Leprechaun TV, what's going on? Everybody take a look at Lep's channel. He's awesome. John the Neighbor, if you guys know him, he's actually neighbors with Lep. That's where his name came from. But yeah, sorry. Anyways, and I've got some succulents. Remember I sent you a couple pictures of the succulents behind me? So those ones are doing really, really well. And I've got my monsteras over here. They're actually on my record player right now, so I can't play any records. But I've got, I just replanted. I replanted my Monstera Thai constellation. That's the variegated one. And it is just taken off now.
What's the upkeep difference from houseplants to cannabis? Because I can grow great weed. I can't keep a fern in the fucking corner.
Honestly, you can't let your medium dry out all the way, and you constantly have to be checking the roots for root rot. You have to physically clean off the leaves with paper towels and stuff like that to prevent spider mites. Spider mites are the bane of my existence with houseplants. Alocasia are very prone to spider mites, and I used to have a whole collection of them up by the window here. I threw them all out because it was just infested with spider mites. Skunk Ape Glassworks, How are you doing today? I hope you were doing fantastic. I hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend. Yeah, Donkey, I love houseplants. They are so much fun. I'm normally like, I like to grow things where I get something out of it, like vegetables or cannabis or whatever. But I thought I do get something out of growing houseplants. Like every time a new leaf like unfurls and starts hardening off, I just get so giddy. 906 and George Cush. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope everybody had an amazing week working in the garden, planting new plants, getting your hands dirty. I hope everybody's doing that. I'm sure everybody is. But we're outdoors, so let's talk about our outdoor plants. It's getting pretty close to crunch time.
Getting there. There's only a couple months left. I'm 60 days before 40-degree temperatures.
Right? Like it's mid-August already. I was just out there checking my plants today, and I have one outdoor one. That one didn't make the cut on the indoor tent, so I just threw it outside, but it is massive. Thankfully, I've been taking care of it.
You guys got a whole lot more rain than we did, though. We haven't been much for rain all year. I got trees that have been rooted for 3 years that are dying in the ground.
Yeah, we are so rainy this summer. I love it. And actually, the first 3 weeks of summer was just rain. I was planting all my plants, or I got all my plants in the ground before that. And my goodness, they fucking took off. They were the growth and the green, and it was just, oh my gosh. Oh, Dr. Danknubs got the day off work today, so things are good. Hell yeah. Did you go fishing today, Dr. Danknugs?
We've got 3 different garden beds, probably, what are they? They're 4x8. So we've got 3 in a row. So there's 3 rows of those. So quite a bit of space. And we only had 2 of them really take off this year between the water and the drought and everything else. And we can't keep the deer out of them. That doesn't help either.
Yes, that is like one thing I'm not looking forward to growing out in the country, are deer. Is there any way you can like block it off?
No, I'm okay with feeding them because I'll be taking one in September. So.
Oh, touche. There you go.
At least I know they're eating organic.
Maybe you'll get the munchies after eating them. Angie, how are you, beautiful? Velvet Honeysuckles, my girlfriend Angie, guys. She is awesome. She does live streams all the time. Doggy buds, I went salmon fishing yesterday, caught a steelhead, had to let go. Aw.
How big?
Why'd you let it go? I just woke up from a Halloween nap. That is what I need, is a Halloween nap. I think I took one earlier, but I could always go for a weed nap anytime.
You're always awake. You're never asleep.
Honestly, like sometimes do sleep, but it's time for a bowl. Fire in the bowl. Smoke them if you got them.
We're going to have to get a playlist going so we can just have that in the background.
You want to throw that on?
I got nothing prepared at the moment, but we'll have to work on it.
I don't have anything either, so.
I only got set up for multiple screens. I didn't know I was the sound guy, too.
DJ Shitbox. Woo! Oh, wasn't the season for it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, what have you guys ever caught like a master angler or anything? I have a master angler walleye on my wall. It was 31 inches and it was 11 pounds. That thing is I remember reeling that thing in. Oh, we were in 27 feet of water. My friends and I almost got kicked off the lake because we were hammed. We were yelling and screaming away.
You ever been shark fishing?
No, I've never been deep sea fishing.
That's a fun place to play. When it's big
I
enough to
would-
drag you over the side of the boat, makes it for an interesting adventure.
I would love to. I don't even think I've seen a shark in the wild that I know of. But I would love to do tuna fishing, man. Tuna are awesome. They're huge too. But like when you're reeling them in, you can reel it in for hours.
Sounds like a vacation.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I would reel it in for like 5 minutes and I'd be like, somebody help me. I be growing. What's going on?
What you smoking?
Neon Lotus.
I don't recognize that one. Who's it by?
This is the dispo weed I got. Good supply. It's Thin Mints crossed with Snow Lotus.
Interesting. How's the dispo in Canada? Because we're flooded with mold in Minnesota at the moment.
We are like the dispo weed I have here. Sleeve, what's going on? The dispo weed I have in my province is really good. It's dank.
Minnesota's still trying to figure out how it works. We had legal cannabis for 2 years before we ever had our first dispensary, and nobody ever questioned where the weed came from.
Hey, Heart. Hope you're doing good. Pro Pyro Power. Woo! Hope you had an awesome day. I hope everybody's evening is just as amazing. Are you smoking on anything, Shitbox?
Not at the moment. Just drinking whatever the hell you said this was.
Oh yeah. The strawberry melon.
Yep.
Yeah. That actually sounds amazing. I had a strawberry kiwi banana smoothie earlier. I literally made 40 ounces.
And how many people did you feed with that?
Me. I could not. Oh well. Scotty, I hope you're doing awesome today. Thanks for joining. Wife and I, hey you. Hope you and the missus are doing awesome.
How do you go from a smoothie to coffee?
You what?
How do you go from the smoothie to coffee?
I do. I just do. I could go to coffee anytime. And I have like really bad ADHD. So I can drink coffee and then fall asleep in like within 5 minutes.
Sounds like a focus problem.
Yeah, probably. Fabian! Hey, you. Thanks for stopping by. Woohoo! Pyro, yeah. Oh.
If anybody sees me keep looking up, my cameras sit just above my webcam, so I'm watching people drive down the road.
Oh, okay. That's so funny. My TV is like up here mounted on the wall, which is why I need the monitor because
Right.
I don't want to be sitting there like Mr. Crowley. Hey,
One
you.
monitor how it starts. By the time you're done, there's 12.
Right.
It is definitely a screen generation.
Oh my God, I know. Like I've got tablets, 2 phones, TVs. Like I think we have like 1, 2, 3, and then we have 2 broken ones plus 3 TVs. On one of them, I think it's a pretty easy fix. The sound is working, but the screen is not. So I think there's like some sort of connection shit I need to figure out. I don't know.
Well, at least you got the technical term for it.
That's the technical term. Yeah, I'm really good at electronics. No, I was one time typing an email at my last job, and I made so many typing mistakes that the computer literally asked me if I was trying to speak German. It was like, wait, are you trying to type in German? Like, because we can change that all over for you. And I'm like, no. If you do that, none of us are getting this back.
German's hard to distinguish. I can never figure out if they're pissed off at me or just talking.
I know, Spiel for Gerber. But you're just like, thanks. It's either thank you, Gesundheit, or fuck you.
Great food, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually part German. I'm part German, part Ukrainian, like my ancestry. And brats. Oh, yeah. Achtung. What does that mean?
Sauerkraut and dumplings is always a favorite as well.
Oh, sauerkraut. I love anything fermented, except for fish. Well, like pickled herring. Well, no, that's not fermented. But yeah, there's surströmming. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Bro.
Is it a taste thing or a texture issue?
It's a everything issue. Like it's. I'm not a big fish fan, and fermented fish in a can. It's fermented and it's fish.
Oh, like you've never forgot shit in the car for a couple of days and said, yeah, that'll be fine.
Trust me, I have not. I am. No, fuck that. I'm very, very picky when it comes to like food. Bro, when I was growing up, my mom used to pull her hair out. Because I've got autism. I've got the tism, you know? So I was very, very, very picky with it. So if any of my food was touching growing up, like let's say I had steak and potatoes. If the potatoes touched the steak, I wouldn't eat. No, I wouldn't eat it. Now I mash everything together and it's a free for all, but
it just ends up getting 3D printed later. So what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. Sharbaddy, hey, it's good to see you, girl. Dr. Danknug says I've been craving sauerkraut. Then again, I got uber German in me. So when don't I want? Yeah, exactly. That's the same as me. Like, I just always love sauerkraut.
Can you have too much of it?
Yeah, probably. Haven't figured that out yet. But
I'd be curious to see the aftermath of that. Can't be worse than Taco Bell.
Oh, see, I've never had Taco Bell.
You're not missing
honestly.
When it costs $60 to go through the drive-thru for 2 people at this point, I'll eat at the house.
Oh, well, I would prefer to eat at the house no matter what, like any fast food. Some of it is just like, it makes me feel so freaking nasty.
Right.
It's just like greasy.
What's your favorite Canadian delicacy?
Oh, well, I wouldn't really consider it a delicacy, but poutine is definitely up there.
So I've heard.
Oh yeah, you know me. I will eat poutine breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can have a different kind of poutine. I'm an alien. Yes.
Right. Which one did you make the other night?
Butter chicken poutine.
Sounds edible.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Fabian, I've also never had pie. I didn't have a burrito until like 2 years ago. I didn't have a grilled cheese sandwich until I was in my 20s.
This sounds like communism.
I'm telling you. No, it's not that I never had the opportunity. I just don't. I'm also not a dessert person.
Oh, I figured it was like the Canadian government withholding from their people.
Right? That would be that would be a travesty. No apple pie, no pumpkin pie, no blueberry pie, although I do love blueberries. They have antioxidants.
I'd much rather have a pie than cake.
See, I'd rather have cake. What about ice cream cake? Oh my God.
It's just something people with diabetes made up to be happier.
What? Well, then there we go. I've got the diabetes. Okay.
I had a buddy that had to quit drinking Coke because he'd lose his vision after about the fourth one and his feet hurt, so he switched to Pepsi.
Oh, my Lanta. Wife and I am smoking on Neon Lotus. I was smoking Galactic Jack for the longest time. That shit's awesome. Pineapple skunk, cranberry pie. Oh, wait. Is that what you're smoking on, or are you saying cranberry pie is awesome? Angel food cake with strawberries. I don't think I've ever had angel food cake either. What? What is it? Is it just like really fluffy cake?
Yeah, kinda. I remember my grandma gave it to me as a kid. I remember the first piece I ever had. It made my teeth hurt.
Oh, it made your teeth hurt?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had another piece since.
Why did it make your teeth hurt?
It was that much sugar. It was an instant rush.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting attacked from all sides here.
Oh, that's what she said. Ah! No kidding, Pyro. Like, my Lanta. Ghost Grows. Hey. How are you? I hope you're having an awesome week and an awesome weekend so far. Sammy girl. Woo!
Yeah, the sugar was definitely up there. 9K might not touch it.
What's up, Sammy? Barnyard Chicken Lisa. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you for a long time. I hope you are doing well, my girl.
Coming out of the woodwork tonight.
Oh shit, fuck. Hold on. Sorry, that scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, my Lanta. All right. You put strawberries and whipped cream on it. Oh, okay. Oh, my God. Give me a sec.
Oh, what's going on, chat? Must have been somebody at the door for the dog.
What's up, Swift Daddy?
Did you just throw them outside and let them bark to their own devices?
Oh my gosh, no, I can't do that. My neighbors would fucking complain. This is what I'm saying. I don't want neighbors anymore.
Our closest neighbor is about a quarter mile, and it's still too close.
I know. I'm so jealous. Lisa says she got married November 5th of last year. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Chopping down the run of permanent marker, been trimming 7 hours and 4 plants to go. Dude, trim jail.
That's trim prison if you've been at it.
That is trim prison, exactly. I have 2 dogs, Sammy. I have a border collie and an Australian shepherd. So they're very rah.
You don't have enough land for those dogs. Buy more.
I know. That's why, like, a part of me is saying, like, I want to go get some land so that they can run around. Blunt Force, yeah, I do have a couple cats too. I have Todd, which is my orange cat. He is kind of the boss of the house. And then I have Callie. She's a back there. She's from California. That's why she's named Callie.
Who's the dominant one in the group?
Todd. Yeah,
he's the dogs too.
He's dominant over the dogs. Yeah, yeah. The dogs are pretty much afraid of him. Dupe Crew, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Sammy, I know you love trimming. It is soothing sometimes. I won't deny that. But it's like when I have to do it though, that's when I start like, I don't know. If I wanted to do it, I could just do it anytime I want. You know what I mean? But the fact that I have to do it fucks with my brain. Makes me not want to do it.
Well, and by the time you're done with the day, you can't hold the damn clippers anymore anyway. So your forearm starts cramping up and you get to play that game.
Oh my God, yeah. And then you're like, the gloves you're wearing are so sticky and they're sticking everything. And then you have to replace the gloves every,
12 pairs of gloves and 6 pairs of trimmers and the cup of alcohol on the table and just rotate them out, clean them up.
I use my tattoo gloves. Whatever. Yeah. They work.
Double benefit gloves are a tax write-off.
Pyro says, I saw a Chihuahua Malinois today. Whoa, interesting. A buffed up Chihuahua with the software of the Belgian Shepherd. With the software?
That's a dangerous dog.
That sounds interesting. It's my eyes that are killing me, Ghost says. Yeah. Yeah, I know, because when you're focusing so hard on just like one thing and then you're just like, ah.
Well, you can get real detailed with it too. You can get out the jeweler's glasses and then flip down the little microscope so you can see what you're doing, and you got to get the light.
That would be. I wouldn't like that. That would be like way too much for me.
Sometimes you got to go for that bag appeal in the first picture.
Yeah. It's on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna have to check you out. Is your Insta handle just Pro Pyro Power? Blunt Force says, I rescued him at my work. He was 2 weeks old. I had to hand feed him. We thought he was a she, so for 2 months we called him Chloe. So we just kept his name as Chloe. It's Pro Girl. Okay, awesome. I'm going to add you in a moment. Jimmy!
What's up, pothead? What are you doing?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. Finally got a chance to get home. I was telling you earlier, we got hit with the storms, but the pot plants are absolutely fake. There's nothing wrong with them. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was the main concern. No, we had a lot of trees down. So
where are you?
Hey, buddy. I'm in Illinois. I'm in Illinois.
Okay.
A town called Peoria.
I know right where you're at. I'm in Minnesota.
Right on. Oh, so you're not that far off. There you go.
Nah, we just caught that storm too, but it wasn't much of it. You guys got the brunt end.
We got smacked the fuck around like for 3 days in a row, and the plants took it pretty heavy, but they survived, and I was like, good for it. But we had a lot of damage, like personally in our family and stuff. So we've been running chainsaws and pulling, and you know what I'm saying? Just
everybody healthy?
Yeah, everybody's healthy.
Good.
Yeah, that was a good thing too. Dude, my boy was in his crib. He's like, I was in the fucking front room and boom, the fucking tree came down and hit my house, went through the garage.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. So we went over there and cut it out. All you potheads in the chat, what's up, man? I see everybody out there. What's up, wife and I? What's up, Blunt? I seen that video, man. We got hit with a lot of rain, bro. The outdoor plants, they gonna go crazy. Remember I told you, Susie? Every
Yeah.
time it rains, them motherfuckers just like,
I
it's
know.
like you've been underwatering me for years, I guess, or whatever they say. I don't know, man, but every time it rains, they just fucking blow up, man.
I
What you
love
growing out
that.
there?
Mhm.
What you growing out there?
Oh, I got a Heavy D by Skunk Tech. I got Cowboy Caviar by um with RSVP. And I'm trying to remember the name of the breeder. I forgot, but it's a different breeder. And then I got two from 420 Fast Buds. They're their photo period line. And then I got two Amnesia Hazes that are from actually I love growing marijuana.
You got to grow all of them, right?
Yeah, I did. And they turned out fantabulous, but like no, that's what I got outside right now. That's everything I got outside right now. Yeah.
Thank
And they're
God your
fucking
girls are okay.
yeah, that's what I said. They said we didn't have a tornado, but let me tell you what. Like we got off work, and by the time I got back to the yard, the wind was blowing this way, and I couldn't see the building, and then I could see the building, and then all of a sudden the wind just started blowing this way,
Oh no,
and I couldn't see the building, and I was like, "Yeah, that ain't a fucking tornado." You know what I mean? I was
that's
like,
scary.
"Yeah, what the hell is going on, man? You show your plants or the lights out?"
Me?
Yeah, you.
My lights are out. They just went out. You know what? I thought about that earlier. I should have
You think you'd
showed
be
my
a
should have showed my plants earlier. Oh, one more key. You're in Ontario. Yeah, I'm in Manitoba, and it's like raining like crazy right now. So
That's probably what we didn't. You're past us. We got smacked.
That's the next portion that's coming down to smack us.
We got smacked, man. I'm talking about we got hit hard. They were like 70 mile an hour wind. Dude, I didn't even sleep last night. They had this thunder, rumbling, bumbling storm from like 2 in the morning to like 6. You know what I mean? Like it was just thunderclap after thunderclap. You know what I'm saying?
sorry. Pyro says, Jack, nice shorts, beautiful
Yeah.
plants, and then it goes to YouTube shorts.
The motherfucking shit.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Are
you're
you
with
gonna
the
smoke
fifth
with me,
land.
Jimmy?
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna smoke weed. That's what I was waiting on, girl. I wanted to make sure that you was on here smoking it up and doing your thing. I put a post out when I got back from cutting to get like cleaned up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah. Pyro, that was funny. Because I read that and I was like, where's his shorts? How do you know what his shorts look like?
What's up, 906?
Nice short.
Yeah, that was a hell of a storm, man. I thought I was gonna lose the plants. I ain't even gonna lie. That
How
shit
far
was
along
fucking.
are they? Are you too late to recover if something does happen?
Oh yeah, they're fucked. I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be done outdoor. I had to start the indoor light.
Right.
Yeah, right now they're too far along. They're like they just flipped into flower. They got flower spots all over them. I mean, it's fun. They're right where they're supposed to be. I was like, I don't know, man. That would have been bad though.
How much outdoor season y'all got left over there? I got about 60 days before I start getting into the 40s.
Oh, we got a little bit longer than that. I think we got a little bit. Probably got 75 days. I think it
Right.
is something like that. Like, yeah, probably 75. We're gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We just getting a lot of rain this year, man. I mean, a lot of fucking rain. You guys are getting it too, though. Everything we're getting, you guys are getting. I was like, that's a lot of fucking rain. I got dabs in there. I put
I'm next
dabs
to
in
the
it.
biggest lake in the state, so as much as it hits everybody else, it doesn't hit me. So we're kind of in a drought, even though we get all the wind. So I'll get a 90 mile an hour wind and it'll sprinkle out here, but 20 miles into town, it'll pour down rain. They'll have tornadoes and shit, and we never see it. The lake effect is real.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. I see everybody out there in the fucking chat kicking it, man.
I'm
What
up
the
in
hell?
Brainerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, 906
That
was
meant.
wondering how far north.
So how far are you from Minneapolis then?
2 hours north.
No shit. I got family that lives in
Because I can
Minneapolis.
actually get to Minneapolis in 6 hours. I've done it before.
Sorry to hear you got family down there. I hope they're doing better than the rest of them.
They like it.
They must be on the north side.
I don't know. I don't know exactly, but they like it over there. They come home here and tell us how wonderful it is.
I can
Wife
send
of
you
says it's been
pictures of Ryan
mad humid, yeah.
it proves otherwise.
Right. No, I say
Humidity
the
has
same
been
thing.
crazy this year, y'all. Like, seriously.
The humidity,
Yeah.
it been fucking with my hair all year long, girl.
No, I know you can tell. My God, shave it off, dude.
God damn. No, I was like, yeah, that humidity's been bad. That's why, like right now, it's gonna start getting sketchy, right? Because everybody's like cleaning up the bottom of their plants. I did it. Uh, everybody's cleaning them up, getting the airflow, trying to keep everything from not being more shaking them. You know what I'm saying? Getting them out, double netting, triple netting. Some people, I don't know, man. It's that humidity will fucking kill a whole crop, man.
Yeah.
It will literally kill a whole indoor or outdoor. And I'm like, and you see people lose it all the time. You know what I mean? They lose it all the time. But
Yeah.
I just rather be err on the side of caution. You know what I mean?
How often you got to deal with pests down there?
Not as bad as you would think.
Yeah.
Not as often. I mean, we get that every what triannual or whatever. Worms come through. They start devastating the crops. They shit inside the buds.
Yep.
You got. I mean, like that's what it is.
Fuck.
Yeah. Look, Blunt knows. He's saying the same thing. He knows. He's doing the same thing. I saw his video today. Everybody's that
Yeah, I saw
guys right now.
Blunt's. Like, yeah, I'm just so impressed with Blunt's grow, bro. Like, seriously. Yeah, Blunt, you're doing like really, really good job with your plants. I can't wait to see them when they're like, when they've got like big ass buds on them. I bet you're stoked for that.
Now you just got me thinking about greenhouses again with all this wind and shit going on outside.
That's what I'm saying. And actually, Jimmy was the one who, remember I told you about that Wallapini thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who showed me that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you were to dig in, like, let's say 8 feet into the ground there, and then you just have a polycarbonate ceiling or roof, you're golden.
I'll dig, you plant.
Yeah! Yes, that's perfect, because I don't want to fucking dig. I'm a hoe, but I'm not a backhoe. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I don't even know.
Hey, $20 is $20.
That's why you got your makeup on tonight? No, my girl.
I'm so.
That's my bitch. That's what I'm talking about. That was good.
You all got red face, Susie. Don't worry about it.
Look, she don't blush easy.
No, I don't fuck. No.
Hell no. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Sweet Daddy, congratulations on your marriage to Lisa.
What? They got married?
They got married, yeah.
Have you seen Brad?
No, I saw him in
seen
Sean's chat today.
He was in Sean's chat. I hope he sees this and gets up here with us and hangs out. And Pinky and Pinky.
Yeah, they were over there. I don't know. Sean was on one today, so.
Right on.
Hey, Ann! There she is.
There's my girl. What you mean lurking? What the hell? Are you a pothead? You want to smoke with us? Get up here. Oh, smoke with us. Where's Danny?
Yeah. And I can throw the link in the chat if you want to come up
yeah,
here.
pop that link. I'd pop that link out there. Let them jump in there. If you want to show your grow or whatever, get up here and see what's happening. Pop that. You can get up here and do that too.
Tommy!
Fucking blunt. I've been doing the same shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like you go out there and look, and you like, did I take enough off? Did I take enough off? Like that's my thing. Like, and you got 5 of them motherfuckers to do that are all spread out, fucking giant size. I was like, yeah, you like, did I take enough off?
You lollipop them, or you just do a heavy default?
Yo, I hit a fucking hell of a lollipop on mine. I hit them hard. I've
You
been
take about a third off the bottom and call it there, or you go further?
I'll go further if I don't see there's anything articulate or anything coming up out of there. I'll take it all off too. Like right now, like the next 2 weeks would be when I start tearing everything
And
up
you're
as
gonna
far
have to
as it
just
can go.
copy that link. Sorry, I don't know why it's not like
Hey.
highlighting blue.
Go to your phone. You got to go to your phone and click on to your icon, and then it's gonna say to the right. It's gonna pop up and say pin link, and then hit pin link, and then it'll be on there. It'll go on there.
Oh, fucking A. I'm
Hit
so
pin
stupid.
link.
And thank you.
It's not stupid. You gotta get used to it. And then it'll float the link in the top of your chat. And then it'll be there the whole time the show's on.
There we go.
Oh yeah. And it'll be up there.
Early.
Yeah.
Hey,
906. What's
hope
up?
you're having an awesome day. Thanks for coming by.
Diddy. There's Denny. It's a titty gang. It's a titty gang. You do go, girl. What's up, Tommy V? What's happening, puppy? Yeah, everybody fucking kicking it. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really-
see that now. Pyro, thank you. I'm a dope brain sometimes.
You're a pothead. What the fuck it is?
I'm a big pothead, yeah.
You like your vegetables too.
I love. That's true, actually. I have been going kind of crazy on the veggies in the last few days. Oregon isolates and tinctures. Hey, thank you for coming in. Oops. And
That's
Huh?
Does anybody want zucchini? I have a shitload of zucchini.
yeah.
We were talking about this last night. You don't.
Oh,
use
here we go.
You don't use stevia when you make zucchini bread, correct? Or do you use real sugar?
Oh, I use sugar. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about because we just had this. Oh fuck! Brad just went live. He just went live right now. I seen it said he went live. It came up in my above us. What's
Oh,
up,
did he?
Blunt? Yeah, it said he went live.
What's going
up,
on, Blunt Force?
Pretty good yourself?
Pretty good.
That thing's happy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at these plants. These plants are inspiring.
Tap on him, and in the right hand corner there's an expansion arrows, and it makes him front screen. There's like if you tap on him on his screen in the right hand corner there's expansion arrows.
Is
will
that-
allow-
Did I
that
do
makes
it?
him-
Yep,
No,
you're good.
Yeah, you did
Okay.
it.
did it.
Okay, right on.
That's the Mexican flan.
Oh, those ones are, yeah.
They're about 7 feet this way, 6 feet across.
Damn.
How long do you
Then,
veg that?
I started in April 1st. They're about this big, the clones.
Yep.
And then I'll show you the main line after. This is the wedding cake. I really like the shape of this one. This one's a complete circle.
That's
I
a
just-
beautiful plant.
I'm smoking wedding cake right now.
Do you feed every little branch through the netting?
Yep. There's 5
Wow.
layers of netting there.
Damn.
And this is why the wall is going up this week sometime. See how they're sticking out the side here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the wall is going to go down there. The same 3x3 netting. So I'll push it down like this and open this all up. Like this one right here, it's too close. So I'll bring it down just like that, which get more light to these ones. And then here's my stock. I mainlined it as soon as I get the...
Yeah, that is so impressive.
That's beautiful.
And it looks like 2 little legs.
How big's the pot?
This is a 45 gallon.
Okay.
living soil. Hundreds of worms in there. I put about 50 in there when I first transplanted the plant. And when I did my top dressing the other couple weeks ago, it was hundreds of worms underneath all the straw.
Anything special for soil or just an off the shelf?
This soil is about 5 years old. Every year I take it out and I amend it. I put in 2 bags of worm castings, pure worm castings, Pure Life. When I first amended, I put about 6 cups of veg, 2 or 3 cups of bloom, blood meal, 3 bags of perlite, and then I mix it all up, and then I put it in here and let it cook for about 3 or 4 weeks. Let it all break down, and then I put my transplant the plant on May 21st.
Nice. You go straight into the forever pot, or you transplant along the way?
I grow them downstairs in 1 gallon pots, just plastic pots.
Yep.
And then for a month, and then I'll transplant right into the 45. But like I mentioned before, to the new viewers that haven't seen it, these plants were dead after they got transplanted. I might as well call them dead. They were completely all yellow leaves, purple stems. All the leaves were falling off. They had complete transplant shock for 10 days. So they were like severely dead. Like there's no leaves left on it.
Wow.
And then I did a root rescue. It's the stuff they get off Amazon. It's a wettable, like a mycorrhizal fungi, but it has 19 species. And one of those species is it's like a root booster or a root, like it wakens the roots up. And 3 days later, my plant, all the leaves whatever leaves came back up, lifted up. And then 4 days after that, the plant was all back to green again.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome, man. You did really,
And
really well with the whole training and
These are the smaller ladies. That's the White Widow in 20 gallons on top of rims.
Who's White Widow?
What's that?
Who's White Widow? What genetics?
I don't know. I get my clones off the reserve.
Gotcha.
Go on the reserve. $15 a clone.
Yep.
So the biggest thing with this year was who's going to go in the big pots.
Right.
And that plant was in that plant before. This one here. It was in the 45, but it got it had root shock too, and I put the stuff in and it wasn't performing. It didn't have the shape that I want, and I knew it wasn't going to be like a big bush. And if you're going to go in the big 45s, you better perform.
Yeah. No
So
shit.
You better
she went
be ready.
So I up transplanted it, put it back into this 20 gallon pot, and then put the big Mexican flag. Because this plant right here is the same as this plant here. Same clone, same everything. And look how small it is compared to it, because it's in a smaller pot.
crazy.
It's trying,
Yeah,
though.
you can tell the size difference.
It's trying.
Yeah, I have to later on. I watered half of it, and then I wait. What I do is I water. I use my the 40 centimeter probe. I push it right into the fabric, and it tells me if I'm dry or not, because it's hard to tell. Can't lift these up. It's underneath the netting. But I got another, probably one more layer of netting at the top right here. Because I still got another 3 weeks to stretch.
Nice.
And then that's when as soon as I get that last layer on, then I'll put the wall on. So probably maybe this Wednesday I'll be putting the top layer on, putting the wall, make a video of it.
I'm sorry, what state are you in?
Ontario, Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada. Okay.
That's a
She's
very-
really exploding now. Starting to stack up their nodes.
Yeah, and I was just bitching this morning. I'm going to have to trim in a couple of weeks. I'm going to shut the fuck up now.
It's a bitch. I gotta do it all myself, and I bud wash everything too.
You ain't got that kind of time. Holy shit.
Man, that looks awesome.
Because I use the smaller plants will always finish first because there's not a lot of material, so it doesn't take as long. So they'll finish up quicker. Then I do those first, bud wash them, hang them all downstairs, and then when they're done, if whoever's plant goes is whichever plant's furthest. But it all depends. If I start getting bud rot, and I'll treat it, and I'll keep on treating it until I notice, okay, I'm getting up here, 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 here. Then it's like it's time to chop it down. I'd rather have some than none.
Yeah.
And last year I still got between the two plants. And last year I used the same organic thing, but I was missing one element. Like I was saying on Growing Old's live, is I didn't have the mycorrhiza fungi. So I was relying all on my roots to absorb all the water, absorb all the nutrients. So if that root was like way over here and your root's way over there, and that root's not touching that soil or any of those hairs, you can have all the nutrients in the world right there. There's nothing to suck it up.
Yeah.
And that's why I noticed. And that's why I noticed this year, as soon as I put the mycorrhiza fungi in there, and I overdosed it with it. I put 1 cup of mycos and double dosed the root rescue. That whole thing right there is filled with fibers. So now I notice my pots dry up evenly all through the whole thing. Before, it'd be dry here, wet here, it'd be wet spots. And last year when it started stretching, it was starting to yellow all at the bottom right here. I had all the newts in there, but I wasn't utilizing the full potential of the roots because the roots weren't connected to it. But once you put that mycorrhiza fungi in your living soil, and because it's dry amendments take longer to break down. But with the mycorrhiza fungi, the microbes now, it could break down. And now I'm seeing a huge difference in all the plants now. All break dark green, lots of growth.
Yeah, perfect. That green is so perfect.
Yeah, you got it on point. I was like, that mycorrhiza, when you throw that shit in there with your roots, when you transplant or whatever you're doing, or you even just have it in the soil,
Yeah.
that makes it. That's a game. It's been a game changer. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and
I had no clue about it until I researched it over
I get it.
the.
And
Another
that's
good
cool as
benefit
fuck,
for
that you're being
vegetables.
honest. You're being honest about it too. Like you could have been like, like, but no, you're like legit. Like, yeah, that mycorrhiza. Anything you transplant, that was like, I don't care if it's vegetables, plants that you're
I
doing
put it
from something
directly
else.
on the roots too when
Yeah,
I'm
I put it
transplanting.
directly on it. The mycorrhiza is like, it's like sugar and coffee if that's how you take
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
Yeah.
use Great White. Which one do you use?
I've been using. Oh, well, I got the extreme, the fucking
Okay.
the granular. Shit.
Yeah.
What's it
See, that's
called?
what I used when I transplanted,
Yeah,
but it didn't
it's
work.
got a name. It says extreme on it,
Yeah.
and they
Extreme
sell it at the
mycos.
guard. Yeah, extreme mycos. That's it. And they
Yeah.
sell it. I gotta
Bye,
slide that off.
906. Have a good night.
And they sell that over at the local. Hey, what's up, bro? What's happening, big
What's
dog?
up, 24/7?
What's up?
What's up, EG?
Why? What's that? My bad. I didn't even get in the chat. Jack Ash, what's homie? What's happening? What's good? No, yeah, I've been using that shit for years, man. It's just a trance. Like I gave my mother-in-law uses it when she transplants her fucking plants that she does. You know what I mean? And we've been hitting her ass with everything that we do with the weed. We do with all her plants the same way. Look at
Well,
this.
this is why you use mycorrhiza fungi in tomato plants. So you're gonna because last year we put 6
Yeah,
plants in one pot,
yeah.
and because all the roots were fighting each other
Right.
and taking the food from each other, they were yellow and they didn't produce any tomatoes. But
How
because
much
I
are
put the
you
mycorrhiza fungi in there,
heavy?
now
Are
all the
you
roots are
pretty
connected and they talk to each other.
are you pretty heavy with
Whoops.
it when you put it in or no? You use
Hold
it.
on
Are
here.
you heavy handed or no?
How do Jimmy, can you turn up your microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one issue with the mycos granular. It works perfect if your plants are sending signals down through the roots saying, "Hey, I'm here, connect to me." But because my roots were dormant because they were in root shock, there 1 cup of mycos just sitting there doing fucking nothing. So as soon as I put that root rescue in there, because it's as soon as you wet it and you do a root drench, it instantly attaches to your roots instantly and activates it. And then as soon as I did, it got to the mycorrhiza, it sent signals down it. The 1 cup of mycos woke up, and then that's why 4 days later the plant went. Whoop.
Nice.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
work together
What's
to
going on? I
inoculate
used to
that
be
fucking thing
Dave.
and get it all together. You know what I mean? They that mycos though, I've had good luck with it outdoor for a lot of years. And I don't know about you, but before I fucking put anything in a pot, I free water that pot
Yep, same here.
And I do that about 10 days ahead of time, like just literally hit it. You know what I mean? So that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
when I do, it's wet when I go in, and when I put that granular in there, and if you got it at the right moisture level, I believe, man, shit. I mean, not believe, but you can see the proof. Everybody, you're even saying it. That shit fucking bangs out, like, because
Oh, it does.
it gives all the roots everything it needs to jump into that ecosystem you got going in your pot already by pre-watering it. Because, like you said, what you say earlier, the dry newts take a little longer to break down. You know what I'm
That
saying?
too,
So
and
in order for them to start, but they're readily available as long as you
yeah,
pre-water that pot. You know what I mean? You got to hit it with the water. You can't just like, if you got a 20-gallon pot, you got to put at least 5 gallons of water through that pot and let it
yeah,
sit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Uh, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. And there's some other guys that I've heard that do the same thing. Even indoor, if you're going to grow indoor organically, whatever you're going in, if you're starting with a new bag of soil, you definitely need to pre-water that pot
Hmm.
before you grow it indoor, especially if you got dry newts and all that stuff in there. Get that shit kick started.
Well, mycorrhiza is even better for clones because a seed will
Well,
give you a taproot because it goes down,
well,
where a clone
well.
doesn't really give you a taproot; it gives you surface roots.
So
So now,
growing
because
all,
last year when I had all the surface roots, and you still get roots down, but they're not like it's not a big taproot. So
it's
I'm not going all the way
right.
down. So now my mycorrhiza fungi has uh, miles and miles and miles of fibers that go through the whole
Right.
pot. So even if the roots are at the top,
Copy
my
that.
my my highway is all at the bottom through the fungus structure.
Right.
So it needs water. It sucks it right up. Like I said, this year is the only year I noticed that my pots actually dry evenly through the whole bottom and top. Last year was not like that. It was wet at the bottom all the time, dry at the top, and then when I watered the top, the bottom dried out. It was never evenly.
Mhm. Well, this we were talking about this backstage. Susie was there. Do cannabis plants, in all reality, clone or with a taproot, do they want to go deep or go wide? What is their preference? What do you guys think? Like, throw that out there. I was like, Susie, we were talking about after the show last weekend.
What's our
Does
preference for what? Sorry.
do the plants want a deeper bed or do they want a wider bed?
Oh,
I'm gonna say for a seed, deeper. For us
For
clone, shallow and wide.
right,
yeah.
Because
and that was some of
a
the
clone will
answers.
always never have that deep taproot.
Right, and that was some of the answers for clone. You want to have a wider bed when you put it in there. And for a seeded plant, you want to go deeper. But then again, they started arguing to that too, to the deeper part. Like a lot of guys, there was a few guys, not a lot. There was a few guys back there that were like, you know what, the taproot can turn and it'll make up for it. It won't be so much that it would stunt the growth. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
there's so
Hey,
much more
Jack.
area for it to go. Does that make
Yeah,
sense too? All right, I'm
yeah,
just throwing it out just to make sense. There's so much more that taproot can still survive if it goes in
right.
that pot and it takes a turn. It can still survive in a 45-gallon pot, just fucking fine, and that would be there. There would be no disruption, is what I'm saying. Or you can put it in a clone in a bed, or can you put a seed in a like say 18-inch deep or 18-inch high, right, with a footprint of like 4x4? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I
then throw that
have, but you
seed in
just
there.
can't
Now,
overwater.
does that seed get stunted because it's not going any more than 18 inches, or does it succeed and find a way to roll inside that 4x4 confine? Does that make sense? Without being interfered with.
Can't you
Well,
control them by the way you
if it's
chase
a
the water?
fabric pot, it won't roll around it though. You'll
Don't
get
do
air
what?
pruned when you. If you use a fabric pot, even if you use a seed, that taproot would
Right,
never wrap around. That's one benefit of the fabric pots is you get the air
right.
prune. So as soon as
Oh yeah,
that
you're
root
gonna.
hits, as soon as
Okay,
that
okay,
root
I see
hits
what you're
this,
saying.
it
It's gonna.
stops and then grows back into the pot, and then it sends a signal to the plant say, "Hey, I've root pruned. Can you send more feeder roots?" So that's why the main roots that actually hit the side here will grow back into the pot and then hit this edge, then stop, air prune, and then go back into the pot. And then with the mycorrhiza fungi, so now it has more area to attach on, and because it says the signal to the plant, hey, can you send some more feeder roots out? My root has died. I got to reprune. And that's why when I lifted all this up on my last video, my top dressing, I went up close and I showed there's thousands and thousands of feeder roots all
Yes,
into my whole top dressing, and I'm getting
I've
mushrooms.
seen it. I've seen it. That's how that's what I like. I agree with you. Mm, that's what's up. So how many you get mushrooms like every time you go over there, don't you? You
Yeah,
said something about mushrooms like a week ago. I think you're
yeah,
on a
because
show.
it's a mycorrhiza fungi. It's the fruit of the fungus,
Hmm.
so it'll grow, and then as soon as I water it, it melts right back into the straw, and then 2 days later, I got 15 more mushrooms, and it's free oxygen too, because when it releases oxygen, and it goes back into the soil. It gets eaten up by the worms, and it's like a cycle.
Hmm.
Hey, Vay.
And,
Cheers. Thanks for coming
well,
out.
last night, see that big bush right here, this big tree? It was so windy out, it was like flapping way back. And then
Oh
I
my
looked at my
God.
plants. My plants were like this, barely even moving.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And
They're strapped
what I
down
haven't
by
said,
the I
what I
live
haven't
near.
said to you either is once these get a little taller and I bend them down, I'll be taping every single branch. I'll have plastic tape, like not plastic, the stretchy tape. I'll tie it to this branch, then I'll tie it to this branch, and I'll tie it to this branch, and I'll wing it all the way around. So when this branch moves like this branch moves. So they're all the same. So they're not being like this. They're always exactly the same. They'll be tied to each other. It's a pain in the ass taking it all down, but when you get the fall winds and you have heavy buds, this big of a plant, you got to support that thing.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. We just had a big. I was telling Susie that yesterday, we had big storms, 70-mile-an-hour winds west, and then from the north. And man, if I didn't have that netting on those fucking plants, I wouldn't have no fucking
Oh,
plants
yeah.
left, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't have no netting on those plants. No, I wouldn't have no plants left. That was some wicked
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
we went through. And this one was pretty bad. The last one I thought was bad, but this one was worse. So I don't know, man. I was glad for the netting. What's up, growing old? And JD, what's happening, guys? Jack in the Green Talk. What's up, buddy? Y'all was wondering how you fared too, Blunt. I ain't even gonna lie. 'Cause that shit was, you said you got 5 nets on it now?
Yeah. First layer is my first training. Second
Yeah.
layer is to train the middle down, because once you put all these outer ones, it fills up. So you use this second one to net it. This one's to train it to spread it. This one's to train to spread it more. And then these two are just more or less spread it just a little bit, like this one right here.
Hmm.
Once it gets a little longer, I'll push it to there. But see, I don't want to bunch up like that yet. So I'll let it grow a little, maybe about 2-3 more inches longer, and then I'll bring it to this square here. And then that open up this little node right here, so I get more tops still.
I like it.
That was the problem I had with the 6-inch net, is because I could instead of so you only have to grow yours a couple inches. I had to grow mine like 7 fucking inches, even to
Yeah.
Like that,
tuck them
like that,
under.
right?
Just to get it to go
Yeah,
under the first
exactly. Yeah.
rung of the other
See, this
6 inches
is
you
my
gotta
first netting.
grow. I see.
This
I
is
was like
before I
that.
bought that. This is before I found that a roll of 5 foot by 220 feet for $70. So I had to use a
Right.
6-inch crap. And then when I seen that roll, I was like, well, I'm buying that. For 3 inches, so much easier to bend down. Your plant can only go about that much, so you bend it down.
Yeah, exactly.
How much
Man,
drink?
those are pretty trees.
No, he's got it on point. He was in there talking about defoliating or lollipopping it up. I had the same. Everybody had the outdoor problem.
Yeah.
Some
Well, I've
guys,
had one
some
on my
guys
channel.
don't
I've
like
had
to
one
clean up.
troll just bugging the hell out of me, so I had to delete him.
You know what? It's
Oh,
you know
what?
already. You ain't got to tell you.
Oh,
You
he was
got a
calling me
troll.
a simpleton. He was calling me an idiot because I defoliate. You should just let your plants grow. Oh yeah. I live in a humid area where I'm going to let the center just mold out and get tons of PM. Like, oh, you're a simpleton, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to fucking argue with you. Hi from channel. You ain't going to talk to me anymore.
Right.
Like, I don't mind criticism, but when you're calling me a fucking simpleton and then I'm showing you the plants on the video, and are you even watching the video, or are you just going right to the chat or the comments and saying shit? It's like, fuck off.
I told I was on Hookstagram's show about 4 or 5 years ago, and we just pulled off a pretty mean outside harvest. And one of the guys started talking shit over there from Australia. And I told him, I said, well, let me ask you this, man. Do you got 2-car garage full of fucking pot hanging right now?
Right.
And he was just like, and then Hook's like, right. I like, why would you be even saying anything to me about what I'm doing wrong? What I'm like, this is 2-car garage. Like, not here, but
Yeah.
where we were at. I'm like, why would you even think that you're talking to me if you haven't done this yet? You know what I'm saying?
See,
Then,
Mhm.
that's the
like,
type. That's the type of person. If I see someone with a small
yeah,
plant than
I
I
was
am,
like,
I am never gonna
yeah,
say, "Oh, you got small plants." I'm gonna say, "Hey, good
no,
looking plants." I
right,
guess
right.
that's just how I was raised. Yeah, just
And
you
you got to
say a
be, but
positive thing.
listen,
You reinforce them. You know, hey, you can do better. You
okay,
do this. Maybe you
let,
try that. But I'm never gonna say, "Oh, those are shitty plants."
let me say
Yeah.
this and tell me if I'm wrong or not. We can sit here and ooh and ah at Blunt's plants, at my plants, at whoever's plants, at Growing Old's plants outside. But if you don't dry and cure that fucking plant right, then it was for what, guys? I mean, be honest. Blunt, I'm talking to you directly because you say the same shit. But what if you don't dry and cure it right, then what? What do we got? You know what I
You got
mean?
nothing. That's the most important step. Like,
A lot to fuck up after the grow.
yeah, you
Right.
can't.
You
Oh,
can grow
yeah.
the greatest, biggest fucking plants. It could be the greenest, the healthiest, whatever. But if you don't dry and cure that fucking plant right, right? Now let's be honest, guys. And what do you got? What do you really got? What do you really got?
A sack of
Yeah,
mold, like everything in the Minnesota dispensary at the moment.
No, I'm just like I put it out there because we were talking about that so much. Like a lot of the
Cheers,
indoor
Green Talk.
growers. Yeah. What's up, Green
but
Talk
that's why I
family?
cure. I cure mine downstairs for about 2 weeks on a slow dry. AC's on with a dehumidifier, and I
Right.
wait until the stem starts to snap.
Right.
And like I said before, which people don't like what I do, but it's the way I do it, and it works out pretty good. Is that I put I'll say it again, is that when I dry my stuff, I can't hand trim all this stuff. My hands be fucking done with all this much. So I
Oh
have
my
the
God.
bowl. I have the trim bowl. But if you put when you chuck the nugs off after the stem dries, you're curing it to pull the moisture out of the center, right?
Right.
So, but the
Mhm.
outside of that bud after you dry it out has a dryness to it. But if you put that through the trim bowl, I'm telling you, you will dust your buds and you're going to lose a lot. So what I do, it's not like I'm adding more moisture. I'm just supplementing, just putting a temporary moisture back into the after I chuck it, putting a little bit of a moisture. I put about 3-4 pieces of bread in a bin with the nugs, and I leave it there for maybe about like 8 hours until it has. It's not like wet. You're just putting that little bit of moisture back on the outside. So when I put it through the trim bowl with my dry blade, I don't lose all my fucking crystal and lose all my crap. And then I keep it. And then as soon as I put it into a big bin, and then I keep it in a bin, and I keep the lid on. And every day I burp it with the big bin, turn it around, mix it up, put the lid back on. Another couple hours, mix it, put the lid back on until I find that it's nice. The nugs are hard as rock. They're stiff. And then I start to put in the jars. And once I put in the jars, I'll burp them for another about a month and a half. But then I collect all my keef. I'm not sure if I showed you on this channel or it was, Level's channel, 3.5 pounds of keef in 2 jars. I collect all
Wow.
my
Crazy
keef.
mouse. Crazy mouse.
Yeah, 3 pounds of keef. I have that. I put that in my joints because all the trimmings after the whole thing, I don't separate it. I put all the trimmings in a big bin and I let it go bone dry for about a month and a half, mixing it up. And then I put it through my trim bin with 150 microns, and I'll do this the whole time, sit in my chair for about 4 days and just fucking separate it all, and then I'll collect it, and it's about 3.5 pounds of keef I got.
Where do you run for temperature and humidity during your dry and cure?
With the dehumidifier and the AC to dry it slow, it's about 55, 60 humidity. And
This is
temperature
where it
is
gets
about 20 degrees, 19 degrees.
Sure.
right. I'm gonna tell you what they say the 60-60 club. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
60,
guys that
60.
There's a lot of guys out there that use that for clickbait. Is 60-60 really where you want to be? It's clickbait, right? Listen,
Well, I don't
there's a
know.
lot of guys in the community. They'll
I've
go
tried.
50, 50, 60, 60. You understand where I come from? Depending
Mhm.
on what you want, 50 to 60 on the temperature drying to get, and then your humidity, keep it around 60. You know what I mean? They like, not temperature, but the humidity. I said it wrong. 60,
Yeah.
60, man. And there's a lot of guys out there that are clickbait and they're trying to get you to click on their video and be like, listen to their dumbass explanation why you should be at
I'm gonna leave you right
45.
here. I'm gonna go get a
Yeah.
smoke.
My
Right,
last
yeah.
use, I ended up
Right
running
back.
about 50, 65 temperature and 45, 50 humidity. And I did notice it dried out a few days faster, but it was,
Right.
had a little spring in the stem when I went to snap it.
But how was
Right.
that
That's
for
another thing.
smoking though?
Okay. You guys know what the snap and stick is, where you snap it and then stick
Yep.
it back together. You got to hear the snap,
Right.
stick it back together. Then you know you're done. You know you're good. You know what I mean? Now you just got to keep it at the humidity level where you want it to stay at.
Smoke was
But
good.
that is obvious. That is absolutely. You could grow the greatest fucking plant outside, greenhouse, basement. I don't care where you grow it. But if you don't dry and cure that plant correctly, it was all for naught,
Right.
for nothing.
It could
was
be
for
so
nothing.
gross. Ugh.
Yes, and then you start getting like depressed, and you search like 85 different videos on YouTube about what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? How you can correct it, and then you find the voice that soothes your emotions the most. Follow that jerk off for a while, then have the same problem. You know what I mean?
My favorite one's the Chat GPT guru who just lists everything through that and then throws it in the Discord and wants to talk about it. No, Chat GPT said this. That's why you're wrong. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
2 full jars of this.
Holy shit!
Fear Keef.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
I smoke it all, put it in my blunts, and then if I collect another 3 pounds, I'll sell this to my boss for about $150.
I like your honesty, motherfucker. I like that a lot.
All right.
He
Stick it
reminds
up
me of
there,
Skillet.
make it like
He
90s
reminds me of Skillet.
movie.
When Skillet talks, Skillet don't know how to be nothing but honest. Like I was like, go ahead, dude. You're a fucking. That's what's up. I see your fucking channel's been blowing up, man. How's that going?
Pretty good. I'm up to 1,311
Oh
now.
hell yeah! Good job, man.
Yeah, he fucking blew straight the fuck. He blew up. Your key. You gotta. You're set. This is good. What you're doing is like legit. You're not talking about this and that. Like you're a chemist or nothing like that shit. You know what I mean? You're like
Well, I got
just
a lot
being
of good comments
yourself.
on my videos. I
Well,
get the
yeah,
odd one, but
yeah. Well,
99% of all the comments are like, I love your
you're
grow. I love
doing.
how you film.
Oh, yeah, you're doing great, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. I was like,
And a lot of people
and
say they don't like
Susie,
AI and all that. So I haven't put any AI. The only AI I put ever in is my opening with the dragon opening up and growling because I like dragon. So
all right. Well, they had. I think the intro
Welcome back,
songs
Dr. Dake Nugs.
and shit like that. You're gonna have to use the AI to get what you want, or you can just flip up a picture. I've been just flipping up a picture, but my intro is obviously AI generated. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's what people
And
said more
that's
or less. They don't mind the
It's from
intros.
the
It's that
bone.
yeah.
when they show the plants and it's like all AI generated looking. It's like just show your real plants what they look like.
Yeah, and that's a problem. I don't, and that's another thing on my show. I don't let nobody on the panel that ain't growing or been
Right.
growing and shit. I'm like, I don't want you up here. You gotta know your place, man. Because a lot of guys, they'll get up, or gals, whatever the situation is, they'll get up there and try to talk like they know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They're not even growing. You don't
I've
even
been
grow,
at
man.
it for decades and I don't know what I'm doing. I learn something new with every grow.
Me too. Like I don't know either.
That's a fact. Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
guys?
this is what levels. He said I've never done this before. This is what I do. This is the probe I use.
Yeah. I got
Well, most
one.
people, I guess, I don't know.
I got
People
two
do
on
this
mine.
and like
Mine
this,
got
right?
two. Yeah.
What I do though,
Right through the side.
and we're
Yep.
wet there,
And
then I
what
go
it
up.
is.
and I go there. We're moist there, and
Yep.
I'll go all the way around because I watered it. but still, if I go up to the top, we're good there. Because I let it sit. I water it and then I let it sit for about an hour. I'll go around and see if there's any dry pockets. Dry pockets, I'll water in that area right there. But levels like, because I watched the video back. I always watch the live streams back to see the people's comments. If any questions, then I can next time I go on the live, I can answer some of those questions. So I always go back and watch the comments, and I watched Level's face. I thought it was funny. It's just like, huh? Did you just fucking stab that in the thing? I go, yeah, don't you? He goes, don't you have a lot of holes? And I go, yeah, it's like Swiss cheese, but it's more air pruning.
That's air
Yeah,
move.
there you go. Exactly.
I see it, and I don't know. I don't have a problem with what you're doing. You got to check the levels of that. I was wondering. I put a saucer under mine, so I fill that son of a bitch up. And I was showing Corey the other night backstage. I got them deep ones that are like 5 inches deep, and they go the big plastic ones. They go on there, and I'll fill that son of a bitch up, and it soak it up, and then you hit it the second time, and that's pretty much a good watering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's plenty of water that is sucked up to keep it going.
Don't
I like
watch
that right
a
there.
new grower in the comments. It says you don't need to do all that. Just go over that 45-gallon pot, stick your finger in there, and if it's dry after your first knuckle, you start to water it again.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. That's a deep pot. You keep on watering it. You're just, you want to make sure you want to do it. Not because I'm in a living soil, so I don't want to get dry.
Well,
Once I start seeing it go down to the moist.
Right. Well, let's say this. We got you on here together, right? We're all together. You got a 20-gallon pot. What is a considerable amount of what would you say you would have to put in that 20-gallon pot to get complete drenched to where it runs out the bottom? How much water? 3 gallon, 5 gallon?
About 3 or 4 gallons.
Okay. Now we're on the same page. Now listen, I was like, okay, what is that? The quarter rule? You're going on a quarter rule, the size of your pot. It can handle up to 5 gallons. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be more like 4 in a 20-gallon pot.
I was thinking for myself.
And if you got if you got a plastic pot, obviously you're not even going to think about putting 4. You know that's going to be a fucking shit ton. They're turning the motherfucker to mud.
See, I don't use a watering jug.
Yeah,
I use my hose because I got a filter hooked to it. I don't like dechlorinating the water and putting it into a fucking stupid bin and letting it bubble for 24 hours. I ain't doing that. These are big pots. I ain't I have to have like a 600 tank freaking water just to do that. So I bought myself an actual hydroponic Hydro one filter that you hook up to the spigot, and you put it on just not on full, but just on medium, so it can go through the charcoal, and it takes out the chlorine, the chloramites, all the heavy metals, but leaves all the good minerals. And so when I water, that's why I use that probe there. It's not just more or less to check it, but when I know it's dry, I'll water and I'll keep on watering around, and then I'll poke it through the top. Okay, I'm wet at the top. I'll go down about 2-4 inches. I'll poke it through the center. Oh, I'm still dry there. I'll water a little more, and then I'll walk away for about an hour, and then I'll come back and I'll go all the way around, check with the meter, and if it's all moist or wet, I leave it. If I see any dry pockets, I'm not going to let my microfungi die in that area. I'm going to give it a little bit of water in that area.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I like the saucer idea in the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For measured, and you fill it up, and as you're filling up that one, you go down the line, you come back, and you can see the next one. All right, hit it again. It sucks it up. It needs it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it more like it needs it. It'll take what it needs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll leave. And as long as you're not like doubling it up from the top and the bottom, you gotta decide where you're gonna water. From the top, motherfucker, or from the fucking bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're watering from the bottom and you don't think it's taking it up enough because you're fucking Jesus or you're fucking, the plant guy, and you water from the top and they get oversaturated and your shit starts getting funky, you get on fucking blame your fucking self. Pick one. Up or bottom. That's top or bottom, man. Pick one.
Better question is, when do you switch from top to bottom?
I said we just had this conversation the other night. I was like, I'm gonna go when we put it in seed. I'm gonna say once I water the whole pot completely, there's a first, and then I put the seed in. I will water from the top probably for about 10 to 14 days, and then on day 10 or 14, I hit the pan, right, to start the wick.
Yeah.
So then it's called, I think Corey called it, it's called capillary production,
Yep.
right? What it is capillary production. So they come together. It's the wicking. I think it's important to start around that day because you don't want to overwater at the top. You know what I
Right.
mean? When you're fucking hitting it. But once you get that little fucker established and you're like 2 weeks in, it's fucking throwing on the fourth or fifth, third node, fourth node. The roots are getting it, you know what I mean? So you can hit it from the bottom. And then once that capillary action takes place, you're together, you just water from the bottom from there on out. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
is that for any size pot, or is that for like a 1 or a 5 gallon?
I'm gonna say if depending on your base. If
Yeah.
you got the saucer big enough to go up under, I got saucers right here, man. Let me see if I can get this out. I'm gonna show you. This is what they sell where I'm at, and this will go under a 25 gallon pot, like with no problem. Like this right here. Do you see that?
Yep.
You see how deep that is?
Oh, damn. Yeah.
That's like, you see that? That's like I don't know, 4 inches deep, 5 inches deep, and it's wide. It's bigger than the base of the 20 gallon. So if you hit that with the 20 gallon, how many times is that going to take it off? You know what I'm talking
Right.
about? And you water that to go in there, and they got them different sizes. This one's for a 10. This one's for a 10. And if you have that saucer and you got that now the 45 gallon, obviously I don't think you're gonna fucking find a saucer big enough. You could, you could maybe, but the bottom water, you got to pick one. And like I
Right.
said, it's that capillary action. And if you maintain your watering, then you would never have to water from the top again.
Right.
You can just
But
water
that all
from the
depends if you top
bottom.
dress. I top dress, so I
Yeah,
have to water
okay,
from the
and
top, right?
okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna talk to you about that the other night. I was gonna like, fuck it, we're at Susie's, man. Let's do it. So when I build my pot, and we've had difference of opinion with other people, that bottom layer, that bottom third is soil and all that good shit. And then that middle part of the pot is where I go with the nutrients heavy mix. Right. And then that top layer, it's the rest of the way up is just soil, right? With a little bit of that mix thrown in. Because I believe that by the time you add that second, when you top dress, do you leave room in your pot enough so you can throw another layer of soil
Oh
in
yeah.
there?
See how low this
So
is?
now, now listen. We're
Yeah.
vibing then. Listen, we're vibing. We're vibing on the same shit then. Because a lot of people will top dress, scratch it in, and act like that's good. No. Well, now as you water that fucking thing, you've already dropped like 3 to 4 inches off that pot, top of that
hmm
lip. So do you refill it? But I put it in the middle, man. I ain't even gonna lie, because those roots are gonna run where the newts are at. I don't care what and if you're watering from the bottom, it's just like a little fucking massage parlor down there waiting
Right.
for them when they stretch out. You know what I mean?
See,
They're like,
I don't
here,
scratch my newts at the top. I don't do that.
no,
I like for right here when
you
I did my top
cover.
dressing, I'll
Yeah,
put in 25 cups in a separate bucket,
yeah.
25 cups of pure worm castings, and then I'll mix my Gaia Green into the worm castings and mix it up really good. And then add a little more, mix it up, add it a little more until it's
Yeah.
mixed completely thoroughly. Then I'll throw it onto the top. I won't scratch it because I don't want to hurt all my thousands of feeder roots. I'll put it right on top. Then I'll
Mhm.
lay down the straw. So by the time I do my last top dressing in September, just not the other ladies over there, because like I said, I put most of my focus is on these two ones, and I will do my last top dressing. I will not add worm casting this time. I don't want any more nitrogen. I don't want any of that. I'm just going to take all the straw off and scratch in just a little bit of the. I'm going to put 3 cups of bloom on each one of these right here, and then put a straw back on, and it'll eat it up. So there's altogether, there on top of this, there's 48 cups of pure worm castings, plus over hundreds and hundreds of worms in there right now. So that's the way how I do it on the. But when I amend my soil, I overdose. I put a lot. I put like 8 cups of Gaia Green veg, 3 cups, 4 cups of bloom, 2.5 cups of blood meal, and
Mhm.
because every year I add that to it, it just fills it up. The top dresser for me is just that extra little bit to feed the feeder roots to give me the dark green leaves and not turning yellow on me when I stretch. But that's because of the mycorrhiza fungi too to help me out this year too.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously working for you. I mean, look at your plan.
Yeah, your whole method is still kind of doing it. I just shared with you what my idea was.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
like I put it right in the middle. So when they start going, they're gonna be having something to get to. Once that little taproot starts going, gets down there, it's got a little bed of goodness to go into. And then the rest
Hmm.
of the rest of the feeder roots will be right there. If you want to call it that. But all of us, if you pull them out of the ground or you pull them out of your pot, don't all those little roots just all go down like this?
They seem to.
Right. So then wouldn't the tips of those that are all going down like this be the tips of the feeder roots that are starting at the top and then going down?
That
No,
makes
feeder roots all go upwards.
Yeah, you say,
If you look,
I
yeah, if you
mean,
looked
we
at my
say
video,
that. No, I didn't see the video lately. I have been cutting trees, honestly.
not this last video, but the last video before that, the top dress thing, I get right up
Right.
close, and you see all the hairs
That's
sticking up like
right.
this, hundreds and thousands of them all on the top, growing up into my worm castings.
But
And then because the feeder roots are
so
going up
what
into the
about the
worm
rest of
castings,
right?
what's that?
But what about the rest of the roots that go down like this? Are they not
That's
feeding
your
as
main
well?
roots.
Yeah,
That's your
but are they
main
not
roots.
feeding? What are they doing? What's their job then? What are they doing?
Their job is to suck up the moisture, your water,
Yeah.
and your hidden
Newts,
newts
newts.
newts in the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah,
The
yeah,
top
yeah, yeah.
feeder roots are there to, but see, not all the people have feeder roots because they don't put straw on top or put a mulch on top. So the sun bakes
Mhm.
the top, which kills the feeder roots. So those plants, those people don't understand what feeder roots are because they're not putting a substrate on top to protect that biology. So all your
Mhm.
feeder roots don't never come to the top. They're right underneath the soil, about 3 inches below it, because that's where it's a little bit moist and dark. And because I have that straw on top, when I took it off, all the hair were sticking up like this and feeding off it. And because those feeder roots are what connected to what? The mycorrhizer. So now the mycorrhizer
All of it.
can go up into the feeder roots and actually break down all that Gaia green quicker. And plus, with all the hundreds of worms breaking all down the straw, breaking down all the amendments, this is like more like a charge. This is your battery, your main battery, and there's your
Mhm.
charge. So this is
Right.
what's sucking all your newts during the whole year, but just to give it
That's
a charge to give it a little bit more
a
amps.
little
That's
bit
how
more.
I.
That's why I said to you, because after all the years been listening to, all the guys and gals that I've met over the years with building those pots, it seems like middle of the pot is where you want the newts. You want to go heavy through the middle, right? And then put your regular on top because everything is going to get to the middle of that pot and everything feed downwards. And what you're
Mhm.
seeing is those little hairies coming off all the roots. Well, all the roots down at the bottom got little hairs on them too. And when you feed and you water from the top after you top dress, all the nutrients that you're doing are going down to the bottom of the pot, towards the bottom or the middle,
Well, that's why I
whatever you
said
want to call it.
your bottom and all that's your main
Right.
battery,
And so
and your
everything is
top is
bleeding
more like
off.
you're plugging
Everything is
a
bleeding
top up, a
off to
charge.
the bottom of that pot. Now I'm not saying feed from the bottom. There is people that have feed from the bottom. I've seen it done, right? But I do not encourage that. From personal experience, I don't encourage it. But
Mhm.
I've found in my experience, newt in the middle of that pot. And if you feel like it needs a boost and you come in with you moisten up the top of it or whatever you do and you put some newts in there and let it drain down to it, cool. But in my personal experience, it's newt in the middle of that pot that has given me the
Mhm.
most success, outdoor or indoor, for that matter. Everything.
There's
Yep.
all the feeder roots right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at them all.
Yep.
That's not straw. That's all feeder roots, all through my. And I just did it a week ago, and all my roots are sticking out. All the hairs,
Right.
thousands of hairs are there, and that's just a little spot there. That's all
So
feeders coming out, feeding off my worm
anaerobic.
castings.
So can I
Yeah,
throw a wrench into all of that explanation? So this last round I grew DWC and it taught me quite a bit about the root base. And I don't know if it transferred over to soil or not, but everything
Why?
else seems temperature dependent.
Mm.
From the top of the bucket to the bottom of the bucket, you can almost track the root growth based on the temperature from the top to the bottom of the bucket. And some days it was almost 9 degrees.
So okay, all right. All right. I got to go back to the beginning of that.
Yeah.
You led with the root. So what did you notice about the root? What did they teach you about the root from that that you grew in the DWC. It had hairs on the top roots. And
It's got hairs throughout all of it, throughout the whole
wait. And it had hairs at the bottom roots, correct? Yes or no?
all the
All
way
right,
through.
that's okay. That is the exact anatomy that the plant will take in a soil. That is the exact anatomy. That's why I said when the top dressing, it's all gravy. It's great. I do it. I'm a big fan of it, right? I chop and drop everything, right? I'm down for it, right? But if you nuke the middle of the pot, those roots are gonna go to wherever that fucking nutrient's at. And H1 individually, the way they come down, we all got a bunch of them. I got them in the backyard, and you see that root ball down there. Every single one of them has those millions of hairs. The top dressing is to give it that boost. Exactly what Blunt said. It's there for it when you feel like you want to hit it with a little bit more of this, or you
a
want
little
to make
recharge.
sure you want to make sure that it's got everything it needs. And when they do the beds, like people that do the beds, the aeration of the beds that you do outdoor in your backyard, you can talk about that just like a pot, because that's exactly what it is.
Right.
That bed's a pot. You understand? It's got to have somewhere for that soil, that water's got to drain, because if it don't, it'll drown all your shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the reason I have millions of feeder roots on my pots, because I'm using a fabric. If I was in plastic pots, I would not have all those feeder roots, even if I put all those straw on. Because every time that root hits the end of that, like I said, hits the end of that fabric pot, it sends a signal to the plant, hey, send some more feeder roots out. Not more roots to push down, because when a root prunes, it hits it stops, and then grows back into the pot. But it still, each time it hits that, it sends that signal, hey, give me more feeder roots.
Well, and then let's talk about that with the pruning of the roots, right? So if that's a continuous process inside that ecosystem, that's being broke down by the living soil that you have in that pot, right? Everything's being eaten. So what is it? The 2 inches all the way around the outside of that perimeter of that pot. When they get out there, they're in like no man's land unless you keep it wet. And then the tips are continuously regenerating themselves. Right. So the plant is continuously regenerating, making more hormone or whatever you want to call it. It's like, right. That's exact. It's like, it's building. So it's like exercising, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So, okay, that's okay. Now you heard the dry back? Do you guys practice any of that dry back? Do you feel there's a place for dry back in living soil?
Not with living soil.
Not okay.
And mycorrhiza, because mycorrhiza will die. The fibers will dry up.
I was going to clarify that. In living soil, is there room for?
And definitely not in cocoa either.
Oh, you don't think dry back's necessary?
I wouldn't. I don't.
Okay.
I have.
I'm listening. No,
I know people that do stress out their plants though specifically. So.
Why? Okay, and they stress it because what? For what? Hormonal production? Is that what
I guess
some type of.
I guess so. I'm not exactly certain as to what the science is behind it, but.
I was growing a couple autoflowers when I was having some moisture issues, and I ended up doing it just to try to get some humidity out of the tent to stabilize the environment. Plant didn't seem to mind, but it was a little stunted at the top.
Oh, in flower, okay. See, Vinny knows what's up.
Go birds.
Yeah, Bearded, feel free to come show your grow.
Oh, Bearded, what's up, bro?
Ooh.
I don't know. That dry back I'm not going to say it's a theory, but it's definitely a topic amongst growers that has room, and it's always got space to be spoken about, especially if you try it. You know what I'm saying? You fuck up doing it. Then you can come up here and be traumatized with the rest of us.
I firmly believe in growing out of neglect, man. You got to know how to fuck up a plant before you can know how to grow one.
See, I'll be honest.
Hi.
I'll be honest there, Jimmy. These plants right here, I've done a couple dry backs because they're 20 gallons and they dried out quick. And now I have to do another thing of mycorrhiza fungi in it because I think they're dead. That's why the leaves are lime green. They're not doing what this plant is doing because this plant's always been moist. There's always moisture in it. So that's why the mycorrhiza, the fungus, the strands, they need to have moisture or they they deteriorate and they die quick. And that's why I
Well, if
believe
you're
that
having
these
a living
plants,
soil, you have to have moisture in the living soil at a certain amount to maintain that living soil.
yeah. And
Right.
that's why I fucked up on
Yeah.
these. I came out one day and the leaves
I'm
were all
just
dried down, and I was like, oh fuck! I put water in it.
no,
They might back up,
right.
but
I'm just saying because the
that's why the
ground.
leaves are smaller. They're green, lime
Well,
green.
24/7 said drybacks are better than overwatering.
Very true.
A dry
Yeah,
back,
which
it would be
I
better than
can't really
overwatering.
argue with either. Yeah.
I see. I said this is always a good topic. I mean, it's
Friends
always a good
don't let
topic.
friends dry back.
All right. No, I'm just like
Art.
you get in there and you start thinking about. I mean, you start thinking about what you got on the line, what your real estate's cost you. You know what I'm saying, for what your medicine's going to be right here, how big it is, what it is. You start thinking about all these hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about
Mm.
drybacks. We're talking about spreading him. He's got 5 nets on. You know what I mean? What's he doing? He's top dressing. Then you get there's just so many different ways to do this. And as long as we can all dry and cure,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
not forget that. Let's get the dry and cure back out there. I mean, it takes practice for everybody.
Hey,
I fucked up.
when you get bud rot, what do?
Throw it away.
See, I've learned a way to not
I
do
cut
that.
it off. Depending on how
No, not
quick we catch it. If I catch it like
well. Most of bud rot
I
never
cut the
comes
whole
from
thing off.
humidity.
Yeah.
Love
Humidity,
But
you.
see,
Love you.
I shake
bud
them.
rot for
I
me comes
shake
from
them in the
fucking
morning.
worms.
Right.
Okay. I have had that problem. They asked me, at Shitbox asked me earlier, and I was like, listen, this is it's the worms that have been my biggest fucking problem outside
Yep,
the worms. It's
they go inside
always
the
been the
caterpillars.
worm.
They go inside the
Yep.
bud. They poop,
The
and then you get bud
caterpillars,
rot.
you know? And then I have
So
other
what I
buddies
do,
that are out here too. And we're in the Midwest, like with the Great Plains. So that shit blows across. You know what I mean? You get one fucking it brings all the bullshit from Nebraska and Iowa and all that
Right.
shit over here to where we're at. And then we just
well,
shoot it over to Ohio. It's
so
pretty
like right
fucked up.
here, this is how I
Yeah.
deal with bud rot. I'm not gonna throw this whole fucking cola away. Just say this right here becomes a nug. This is
Right.
all good bud. I will pick that bud out. Like I'll try to scrape out 90% of it. I'll scrape the stem, even scrape the stem, pull it all out, and then I'll put 100% peroxide in a bottle, and I will fucking spray that whole area where I've nicked the bud out, and you'll literally watch it fuzz, just like on a wound. It does exact same thing. It's disinfecting. It's killing all the spores, and I'll keep on spraying. Then I'll wash it off. I'll spray it again. I'll wash it until there's no more fuzz, and then I let it dry. And that bud rot does not go up the bud. It stays exactly the same. The stem heals up because the bud rot will be on that stem, and then you'll see this little bit of brown on the stem. I will use my nail. And I'll scrape all the way around it. Take that nug out, and then I'll spray that whole fucking thing, like I said, with pure peroxide and let it fuzz up. It literally, it's wild to see. It's exactly the same thing if you put it on your skin where you have a cut and it fuzzes up. That's the
Oh yeah.
oxygen killing the infection. So you're doing exactly the same thing, and that's why I control the bud rot, and it does not travel up the bud. I've washed it, let it dry, and all season the bud just gets bigger and bigger. The healthy bud stays bigger, and that rot does not spread at all. But if I start seeing it more and more into the branches, and I start picking more out, there's a time and a place where it's like, okay, what's my outcome? Am I losing more than am I gaining, or do I cut it down a little early and save a lot more for have some than none? But I always try to treat it to make that cola last a little longer. But if I can keep if this whole thing is all cola and this one little nug right here is rotted, I'm not gonna chuck that whole fucking thing. I'm gonna treat it. I'm gonna put pure peroxide on it and kill
I
the
gotta
infection.
differ. I gotta differ with you right there, with the amount of cannabis that you got out there right now, and what you're trying to do. The extra, I'm not into it. I see the bud rot on that fucking branch right there. I'm taking everything around that fucker, and
This is not
I'm
enough for
knocking
me.
it off. I
I
know,
smoke about an
but
ounce a week or more. So
oh no, King,
this
I ain't even talking about that. I'm not talking about your habit. I'm just talking about the health of my plant
Right.
versus what you're doing and versus
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
yeah.
I'm not fucking around with the peroxide and the rinsing and the fuzzy. I'm gonna cut that fucking bud out. And if there's anything that looks even suspicious around, I'll just cut the whole fucking branch right there and throw it.
Right
I'm
there
not
with you.
gonna infect everything else. I'm just not gonna do it, man. That's like I've seen so many people, and I'm not saying you probably have a technique. I'm not talking about you personally. I'm not digging on you, but I've
Yep.
seen so many people come up with so many different fucking things. They're spraying on their plants, or they're trying to do this, or they're trying to do that, and they overthink it. And next thing you know, the whole fucking plant's fucked up. You should have just cut the motherfucking piece out and thrown it away from the fucking plant in the first place. It's kind of like your bad, your tooth is bad or whatever. You know what I mean? That's how we tell them. But I mean, if some people can, and I have seen a lot of people recover from bud rot, like one or two, but not a lot. It's just not a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll
Most
be
people are
making videos
cutting.
of it because I know I'm gonna get it. It's
Oh, I'm
where I
with you.
live.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Where
No, no,
you
I'm
live,
just I'm just telling you, I'm gonna
you
be making
have that
videos to
issue,
show how I do it. I know
right?
people I'm gonna get a lot of slack on the videos, but I don't care. It's for
Yeah,
people that you want to
it's
try. You can try it, right?
not right. It's not slack, man. You're gonna get because everybody's gonna have we're gonna have that conversation. You understand? Just don't take it personal. We're gonna have it
Oh,
like
I know that.
I'm telling you on live right now. I'm not telling you backstage or with some other people backstage. I'm telling you right now, like where I disagree with you on that, and there's other people on the panel that are agreeing and disagreeing at the same time. This is a good conversation. It needs to be had. It needs to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And it needs to be out there. This is what this platform. It's called the POTcast,
Hmm.
CAST, the cast. But it's good, and you're banging it. But you do have a different. What'd you say? You had more humidity than you had sunshine or some shit like that up there,
Near the
Blunt.
end of the fall, it's really moist, really wet, and it rains a lot in
Hmm.
September and October. So it gets really cold. It gets down to maybe about like 10 degrees sometimes. Nighttime gets down lower, not freezing, but it gets lower. And then, like I said, I bud wash everything with peroxide and water, with fresh water, let it hang. Because just in case there's any kind of powdery mildew that I don't fucking see, I'm not putting that in my dry room, and it spreads through the whole fucking dry room. That's why I kill that shit right away with 4 cups of peroxide and a 5-gallon bucket of water. Dip it,
Right.
drench the whole thing in, watch all the bugs come out of it, all the white film just disintegrates, and you take it out and I put it into
Yeah, no,
fresh
no.
water, dip it,
I
and then
get
dip
it.
it and then
I
hang
get
it.
it.
Cheers,
I get
Scott.
it.
Hope
I've
you're having
seen
a good
the
day.
I've seen the bud washing, and me personally, it's not for me. It's not for me. I I've seen other people do it, and they converted to it's not for them either.
Doesn't that like
You
ruin the trichomes though?
I
I
didn't
would
say no.
imagine.
Listen. I didn't say that, but there is a lot of discussion around that. And when he said it on the show a couple weeks ago, when he was up on the show, I said that's unpopular opinion. He said, "Yeah, I know." He knew already what he was going to say as
Right.
soon as he said it. Before Blunt said it, he was like, "Yeah, it's unpopular opinion in a lot of circles, not just one, but a lot of circles." And there is a devout crowd of Bud washers. There is that. There really is that.
Well,
I never
that'll
used
open
to
There's
bud
a
wash.
the argument of wet trim versus dry trim.
There's some of that too, but I think now that once you have to do it by hand, everybody wants a dry trim.
Right.
Fuck that wet.
Yeah.
Fuck the wet trimming. Yeah.
I never
Uh,
used to bud wash until I watched my brother do it. And as soon as I seen him do it, I'm like, "What are you doing? Aren't you gonna ruin the trichomes?" And he goes, "No." And he has this microscope, jeweler, not a jeweler's, but an actual microscope. And he puts it under. He goes, "Check it out. They're still all there. Everything's good." And I go, he showed me, and what came out of that fucking water changed my life on everything. When I seen that water come black, almost black, and thousands of little bugs, of lantern flies, all the stuff that's on it, I could not go back and say, "Yeah, I'm going to smoke that." My personal opinion, I just can't do it after watching the how black. I have to change when I wash this plant. I'll have to change each station at least about 3 times. What I do, the pharmacy just looks at me weird every year because I go in and I buy about 15 bottles of fucking peroxide, and I have all ready to wash everything or disinfect, and they just give me a
it's
weird look like,
better to
"What the
buy
fuck are
that
you
than
using all that for?"
yeah. I buy the
Some
same. We
people use
buy it like
lemon
the
water.
same. Yeah. Lemon water is okay. I've heard, like I said, I've heard me personally, I'm not ever gonna do it again. I'm
Hmm.
not ever gonna do it again. Nope. I'm not gonna do it again. And I don't know if the exoskeleton of a bug that I can't identify personally is that big of an issue. You know what I mean? I mean, some people it is. Some people it is. It's still a
Out of sight,
bug, I
out of mind.
guess. Yeah,
Some
I don't know
people
if
like
that's
that
the thing.
extra protein, Sleeve says.
I mean, like, I don't know. But I'm like, and it is part of the outdoor grow, man. It's part of it. I'm down, dude. I'm a big outdoor grower. I love the weed from outdoor. I love to grow different kinds. outdoor. I'm all about it, man. And that's why I was just like, when we're talking, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. I'm like, let me, let's kick it.
Well, you're the
Well,
first
Let's
person to
kick
plants
share
it.
my
are
video,
like
so yeah.
way bigger outside. Like
What'd
the
you?
plants just get so
No.
big outside.
Right, and that's another thing. The spectrum. They're like, if you listen to Corey and Guerrero and them, they say the same shit. They'll tell you it's the spectrum, like that light spectrum. You are not going to duplicate that by man. There's more shit going on than they can put in the fucking bottle.
I
You know
just
what I'm
like having
saying?
the control
And
over everything, like
well,
that
that's
I
you
can.
got your
Lights, humidity.
yeah, your fucking control issues, bossy.
Yeah, I do.
See, I'm the opposite there, Hot Link. I can't. I have no control on when I grow inside. I suck. Like I will, like
What
I've
do you
said
mean
a lot
you
of times. I can
suck?
keep a plant alive for about a month, but my tent sucks. I use HPS lights. They're like 100 watts each. They're horrible. So I can keep the plant alive for about a month. That's why I start my plants in April and transplant in May. 'Cause I know I can keep them alive for a month. After that, I
Yeah.
cannot keep a plant alive. I don't have the filters. I don't have the fancy LED lights. I don't have any of that. Like I watch everyone else's grow, and I'm just in awe of like, wow, I could wish I could have that, but I
Well,
just don't know
that's
how to do it.
why you gotta like create the right
Oh,
environment for them
I
inside,
know that,
right?
and for that, I just can't afford that. So I put
Yeah.
all my money into the outside.
No,
Like I said,
that's fair enough.
I put a budget, but I do a budget for every year. I put $300 away for the outside grow.
That's
On that,
good.
that's
Okay.
about where we just talked about this.
That's all the netting. That's all the newts.
Yeah.
Everything I'll save money away and I'll start buying all the newts in fall, like
Right. We
early
just
spring.
had
I'll
this
start buying all the
conversation,
newts.
dude.
That's a pretty fair dollar to gram ratio.
What?
Well, how I look at it though is I put $300 away, but I know that I can go on the reserve and it's $30 an ounce. So if I get, just say, I'm just gonna put a number out there. Just say I get 7 pounds. How much? That's almost like 100 something ounces.
Okay.
Now $30 times 100 ounces, that's over $3,000.
Yeah.
Right. If I went out and bought the stuff every day or every week, and I go through an ounce a week, that's about $3,000 I'm going to pay for the whole year to smoke all year. So if people say, "Oh, it's $300," that's pretty expensive. Like I tell people at my work that, yeah, my budget's about 300. 300? Well, if you think about it, how much do I spend on a whole year if I didn't buy it? $3,000 or more, and that's if I get the cheaper stuff, or if I treat myself and get the $60 bag or the $80 bag because it's the better, fancier stuff. Well, it's going to cost me. So $300 is a steal for how much I get for the whole year.
Exactly.
And then
You ever get
collecting
tired of it?
3.5 pounds of this is like no brainer. This makes my fucking blunts last forever and more potent.
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
or what I'll do.
Blunt.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of us that grow outside and get a lot of fucking bot, right? And get it. You ever get tired of explaining yourself to people why you do it? I mean,
Cheers, Red Eye.
I'm so sick of it sometimes. I got people that are out there and I'm like, we sit
Not
back,
really.
there's a lot of people. I got 5 pounds a
I
week.
enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I'm just like, when you have to explain to them over and over why you do it, I'm like,
If I have to explain to the same people, yes.
yes.
But if
That's
it's
what
someone new,
you said,
it doesn't bug
you
me.
were saying
'Cause
the
I'm
guys you
trying to
work
teach
with,
them.
the people you work. Yeah, that's what I said. Let me teach you how not to ever pay for pot again. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And some of these
And
dudes,
what
like
else?
you were saying, $300, $400. Yeah, it's like, and then you don't really care how they grow either. Just grow. I'm down with that too. Ready, Jetty. That's that. But I'd rather not pay, like you said, $3,000 for what?
Yeah.
Hey, Solar.
And
What's up,
how I
old
make my
man?
hash later on, if I don't smoke all this after the year, which I won't, I'll go to my brother's house and he has a hot press. And what we'll do, we'll smush half of this, make it into rosin, and while the rosin's still hot, I will put this half of the other stuff back into the hot rosin, and then you mix it and you mix it and you mix it, and the hot rosin melts this together. And because if you just squish half of it, it's a mess. You can't really move it around. It's sticky. It's just you can't fucking do anything with it. So what I do, we put half of this in with the hot rosin, and we slowly mix it all in. It's sticky at first, but then it works itself in and it turns into a black pure hash that's really soft. And what I do is I'll roll into a worm, and then I'll put pot in my blunt, and I put the worm on top, and then I'll put more pot, and then I'll roll it. So you have a nice core of pure hash, crystal hash. That's pure.
Right on. I see. I've done all. Man, bro, I got a Nug Smasher, the big one before they came out with the fancy ones. I
Yep.
pushed those things into pucks. I've done all. I got a 19-inch bowl down there. I've done live, like when those come down, we've had the buzz, trimmed them off after drying in a 2-car garage. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work for one person too. Let me tell you that right now. That is. But I got to where I was scrogging now. And I'll tell you what, that scrogging is just giving me tops. You know what I'm
It
saying?
looks good, Jimmy. You're doing well.
Everything is the same all the way
Yep.
across. I'm gonna get even. So then when I hang the lines up in the garage and we start drying them out over here, you know what I mean? Then everything is the same size. You know what I mean? That's just the main thing. Try to keep them all uniform. They seem to dry better.
Yeah, and that's why I adopted this netting thing from all the videos I watched for indoors.
Yeah, that's been, and the
I
indoor
watched all
guys
these
are doing
tops
the
and it's
same
perfect.
thing. Yep. Just
Because I used to grow the other way. I had a big top, a small top. One got finished bigger, one's not. But then I watched all the indoor grows. Like, man, those are nice. They're all even tops and look nice nugs. And I'm like, well, I think I could do that from outside instead of buying freaking thousands of bamboo sticks. Might as well try the netting. And after last year, it did really good. Like, and that was without mycorrhiza fungi, and I still got about 5.5 pounds. So I can just imagine what I'm going to get with these ones with the battery and the engine now.
Everything is good. What's up, Solar? You fucking pothead? Vinny, I'm a pothead. I know you trying to get in there, Candace, but I am a pothead.
Vinny just said he hasn't bought weed since he was a kid.
That's what I was gonna say. There's a lot. My uncle told me.
I go to the dispensaries. I love the drinks.
Yeah,
I love the Bubba
I got
Kush.
some
Have you
of
ever tried Bubba Kush? They are the best drinks. You could crack open a root beer. Yeah, they're marijuana drinks, and you buy them at the dispensary. But it's the only ones I like. You can crack open a Crush Orange or a Crush root beer, and you would not have a fucking clue that you're drinking marijuana. It is absolutely awesome. It tastes exactly like a root beer or an Orange Crush.
That's what this guy is drinking right now.
But it's called Bubba Kush.
He's in there drinking it. Oh yeah, they got it. They sell it to us at our brewery right down the road here. We go to the brewery. They got cannabis infused beer right there on the menu. You can just order.
Well, I like going to reserve because when you go to the legal, like the government stuff that's controlled by the government, they can only sold by 5 milligrams, up to 10 milligrams, like the drinks. But when you go on the reserve, their drinks are about 100 milligrams.
Yeah,
you have a shot of that and you are fucked. And so what my dad does, he can't smoke because his lungs are bad. So he makes cookies. I tell you, man, we have a cookie, and I'll have maybe half a cookie with my mom, and it's like I'm fucked.
Challenge accepted.
Like
challenge accepted.
Oh man, if you had one of my dad's cookies, you would be on the ground. It is so fucking strong. Like he puts in for just one batch of cookies, he'll put an ounce of pot in.
Is that
for
all?
12 cookies? That's a lot. A whole ounce for 12 cookies? That's a lot. And on top of that, on top of that, he uses his can of butter for the butter instead.
Right.
Because he makes his can of butter, and then on top of that, he'll grind the pot until we'll put it in the oven. We cook it to activate the THC. Because if you eat pot normal, you ain't gonna get nothing. When you see all those movies, they eat a bunch of pot normal, you ain't gonna get high. You'll get a little buzz, but it's not activated. It's called THCA. Right. It's not activated until you get to a certain degrees, 200 something degrees, and then it activates and turns into THC. So when you activate it, and then he turns into dust after, like puts in a grinder, turns into dust, and he'll use that as like the base of the flour, and then the can of butter. So you're fucked. I can't handle it.
That sounds perfect. I'll take 2.
I'll take 2 of those.
Well, I gave one to my boss, and I didn't tell him not to eat half. I said, just take the whole thing.
Oh, you're gonna tell
the next day I went back to work. He's like, why didn't you fucking warn me? Why didn't you warn me? I'm like,
Don't be
well,
coming in here getting emotional with me, pussy. You knew what you was doing. What you telling? You didn't drink the milk. I
If you
told
keep
her,
getting
fuck 'em.
colors, eat another one.
Come here blaming your fucking insecurities on me, girlfriend. Go there. People
What's going
always talk
on,
about they,
Mr. Fucker?
Mr. Fucker.
Vinny
I
says
like it.
edibles mess me up. I just can't enjoy it. Yeah, there's some people that are like that. I don't even get high from edibles. I guess I lack some sort of liver enzyme.
You're chemically imbalanced.
I am definitely imbalanced chemically.
You're chemically imbalanced. I think we all are. Oh, hey, them over give me drugs. They just go straight to me. Poof. I'm like, what the hell is in that?
Red
Apparently,
Eye
Well, since
says,
we did all other portions of the plant life, do we want to make the argument of fifth node, seventh node?
"Oh yeah, here we go."
that's always healthy. I mean, that's always healthy. So you can make a whole episode out of that. Like
Oh, absolutely. That's the four
you can
heavy arguments
absolutely
since the beginning of time.
I like that's a whole thing. There's a lot more people that are a lot smarter than me because I'm really dumb. Actually, I'm dumb. These guys got the terminology for it and everything.
Yeah, I just
Like,
do what I
yeah,
do.
I just try to do it, and
Right.
then if they explain it to me with it, I appreciate it.
I
I
just
don't
try,
retain
like you said,
that
to like
much
not kill
knowledge.
plants, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
do the drying and the curing is like where I really like. I'm like, okay, I can't fuck this up.
That needs to be like a fucking somebody needs to be making shows about drying and curing,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
100%.
legit
Yeah,
dedicated. I'm gonna tell you what, my buddy just over here. I've told you, Susie. You know, I got friends that live in my community that I've been growing together. Before we got on YouTube, we've been growing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Together, hanging out. You know, he's growing. This guy's growing. This growing. I'm growing. Um, he don't like his Canatrol. So he said, "Give me 2 of your Mars Hydro lights, and I'll trade you the Canatrol." So I'm gonna go get the Canatrol,
Yeah, do
and I'm gonna
that.
see. I don't think there's anything to it though. And he was like, I think he was trying to stuff these fucking Barney's Farms in it too much, right? And I'm just gonna put some autoflowers in it. So that might be where it's at. Like I think it's the quantity and the size of how much you're putting in there.
oh,
You
put
know
Yeah.
too
what I
much
mean?
in.
Yeah,
I
and
think
that's
it
what I
was,
told him. He's like, I just don't like it. And he's a good dude, man. He's one of my best. He's like fucking one of my best friends. And we just be fucking around, you know what I'm saying? And trying to shit. But yeah, he said he didn't like it. And he wanted 2 more lights. I guess he's getting into the side lighting. He's gonna try some side lighting like everybody else. And I just have a set of opinions on that side lighting too. You know what I
side
mean?
lighting or cross lighting?
You call it what I don't know.
Well,
I don't
cross
know.
lighting's
I don't
from
know.
above and then this direction, and then there's the side
The
lighting,
side
literally
lighting's on
from
the
the
side of the
side to
walls.
the under
So
canopy.
it's going this way.
Yep.
Like it's coming to the plant.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, that's another topic of like side lighting or not
Isn't it
lighting.
supposed to like open the stomata on the leaves and like
Nah,
the under
okay.
canopy? I mean, like I never even
It just
heard of it
okay.
until
So let me say this. If you base everything off of naturally grown marijuana or medicine outside in the sun, right? Does the stomata open on that side more than it opens on the other side?
well, I mean, UV rays do bounce off the ground, but what are they looking for? They're looking for light, right? Like,
Right. But I'm like, what? And ain't that why we lollipop and clean up the branches all the way up to the top so we just get the 25%? Because like Dr. T had a show about this like a couple weeks ago. He had that whole show, you remember? Like, why
yeah,
do we do this? And it's like so we can get it. But there
Right.
is no benefit. And if the ground is dark or it's green, and when you say it bounces back, what's the reflective rate? Because
Less than half.
I'm not sure if leaves absorb light and do their thing from the bottom. Does that make sense?
They do. It's just not as much.
It's not
yeah.
as I don't even I'm gonna say it's not a factoring point at all. So if you're bottom lighting, what are you lighting? You just warming up
Well,
the
like
plant.
Sleeve's saying, it's like side lighting and under canopy lighting is just like overkill. Like for what?
Exactly, sleep.
Like
I'm
same
down.
as like the CO2
So
bags. I don't know. Like
well, wait. Now that's different. If you're indoor grower and you ain't got your exterior environment
yeah,
to your
I
interior environment under
Right.
control, if your VPD ain't right in your exterior environment versus what you're trying to accomplish inside of your interior environment of that tent,
But is
That's
there
another
really
thing.
like that much of a difference though?
Let's see. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
If you run your house at 68 degrees and you try to keep the temperature a constant 82 in your tent, you created conflict right there, just complete conflict between your what you're doing in your house, the outside air, and then all the mechanicals that you're playing God with because you're bossy. Then all that goes in there overtime.
You
You caught
basically
that?
just said
She
my
didn't catch
exact.
it. She didn't catch it. Like no. So that's your God button right there, like in the Xbox control, the God button.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody knows. Like fuck with me. I was like, but no, that's what you're doing. So is what you got to have that. That's another conversation that you got to have. Your exterior environment to your interior environment
Right.
needs to be somewhat on par, or somewhere to where your shit doesn't mechanically have to overwork. And then when the
Right.
temperature swing comes in outdoors, which you can't affect what it does, and makes your furnace or your air conditioner work overtime inside. For the love of fucking God, do not touch your mechanicals. It's gonna swing just like everything else is gonna swing. You start trying to play Frankenstein and dial shit in, you're gonna do
Yeah.
way more damage. You're gonna bounce the VPD all the way out of whack
My
because
tent swings 40 degrees every morning to every evening.
right. I don't know. I just get there's a lot of you can look at it. I mean, if you compare it to outdoor growing and what it does, if you got one side of the plant that's shadier than the other side, right? Aren't the leaves on there that you're supposed to leave on there for photosynthesis to collect energy to build the buds and everything? You know what I mean? Aren't
Right.
those the ones that are inside the plant closest to the stem and all that by itself? Those leaves ain't doing shit. They're just
Yeah,
in the
that's why I
way
empty mine out.
waiting to get sick. Yeah, you just go up and skin them out and leave that top 25. Dr. T, like I said, he just had a show just a couple weeks ago about this. The top 25% is where you want all your light source. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
where you want everything driven to.
Well,
So
and he's like super smart when it comes to that kind of stuff too.
he
He's been
tries to
at it a
help
Yeah,
while.
motherfuckers, but they don't like the way he delivers it. He's trying to help. He trying to help. He literally is trying to help people.
Yeah,
And he grows.
100%.
No
Yeah.
that's
bullshit.
my
Be offensive these days.
People
I
get
know.
sensitive. That's what the
Yeah.
fuck they problem is. No, they
I
get
yeah. These
welcome
plants
the
right
sensitive.
here.
criticism.
He's got his outdoor going too. You seen his outdoor. He got a bunch of them. He got like 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers outside popping off too.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
fucking
about it. Yep. He grows. And he just wants to educate people. Like, your dumb
yeah,
ass need to listen.
exactly.
Like, you need to be told again. Somebody need to tell you, and then he gives them and I don't think they like the deliveries all. And then fuck them. If they don't, fuck them, go somewhere else. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
100%.
My parents don't like that when I cure these ones right here, because when these are
Wow.
done, we still have the AC on because it's still warm, right? So the
Right.
AC is still on. So these get cured perfect, and because these are my dad's, I look after him. He doesn't want to put a lot of money into them, so I can only do so much. So when they're done, I cure them, but the AC's still on. But these don't get done until about 1st of November. The AC usually goes off by then. And I looked at my
Right.
dad. I go, if you think I'm going to cure your plants, perfect temperature, a slow cure, and make it all good, and then you expect me to bone dry mine on, and you have the heat on, and it's fucking hot as hell in there, and just gets more like humid, and then I get mold. You think I'm going to grow your plants anymore? That ain't going to happen. So the AC staying on until middle of November until I'm done all the plants. So we close all the events upstairs, all the vents downstairs, leave the vent open in the downstairs where I cure it. And my dad wears his house coat. My mom wears her house coat. We all wear sweaters until this is all done. It's just simple as that. I told my dad, if you're gonna make me cure your stuff at a perfect
What's up,
temperature because
Beard?
your AC's already on, I'm not fucking growing your shit anymore.
What's up? Why?
And so we
What's that? No, I get it. You're on mute, bro.
Cheers.
Yeah, I
What's
know
that,
some people
Miguel?
get real fucking weird about that, but that's why you just grow your own shit and be like, this is how we doing it. You know what
That's
I mean?
it. Do it the way
That's
you can
it.
do it. That's it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to like grow anybody
Well, I
else's
still live with
shit.
my parents, so I still got it.
That's fine. That's fine. But I mean, just here, like here, these are yours. Give them the good, you know.
Well, he's come to understanding that if I'm going to grow yours all season, take care of them, cure them,
Yeah.
chuck them, do everything, then you're gonna expect to keep the AC on right until November and freeze yourself out. I don't give a shit until these plants are done. I have lots here. I'm not gonna fuck up my cure because you're cold. I don't think so. Put a fucking house coat on.
Put a blanket on.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, fire in the bowl.
I deal with unideal situations, but we all got to make changes. Now we got to adapt to your conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, some things flowering, some things aren't flowering, hitting yet. Yeah, like volunteers. I don't even know what this is.
Well, I can't wait till I start doing that.
Right?
Definitely silver haze.
No, he's got a different light information. Why are you up here doing this to everybody? You like doing this to shit to us. Come here, let me fucking see it.
I spray some stuff. Not much
Wonderful.
stuff, but some stuff.
You foliar sprayed it the other day. Corey did too.
Yep. Yeah, I had to.
Mm-hmm.
I put the FPJ on it.
Mm-hmm.
Apples and bananas. FPJ, got potatoes going. They get a little bit of mold, but you know what? Once I spray the FPJ on it, they don't get any mold on it. They
Just
don't
goes
get
away.
mold. Yeah, potatoes aren't growing mold anymore, so it's good.
You got a lot of humidity down there too, huh?
Oh, look! Can you see the water on here?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Nice.
You don't shake that shit off. You just let it grow like an armpit, sweaty.
Yeah, it's not PM.
Fuck
There's
it.
no PM, so
No, I know there's not. I know you a badass. I'm just giving you shit. You know me. I'm stupid.
there's no PM.
Oh boy.
What's that?
Yeah, he ain't got shit wrong with these. Where's the other ones at? Where's the ones with the big nugs?
It's still the middle of summer down here. I think it was like 90 degrees today, so.
I like big
shit.
nugs, and I cannot lie.
I think I'm
Get in
zoned 10B, zone 11B, something like that.
Right.
Fuck, I'm not even showing any nugs. I'm like, I can't wait. Looking at all these, they're looking nice.
I ain't got nugs yet, but I got some fucking flower spots.
I got nothing. I got no buttons.
I got little.
Mine still look
I
like
got-
vegetation.
Yeah,
Right.
yours looks.
Yeah,
no,
me
mine's got a
too.
little bit
Mine
more than
too.
that.
Me
Yeah, a
too.
little bit. But I'm getting a different light information than you are too. I'm getting a lot more sun. A lot
Those are
longer.
looking freaking awesome, man. Damn.
Thanks. I pre-amended the soil with like all the amendments. What's it called? Glacier rock dust, potash, alfalfa, you name it, green sand.
Oh
Just
hell yeah.
front load everything for about 2 months, let it cook. And then start, putting little seeds in there.
Damn.
You're a fucking stud, Wide. You know it.
Yeah.
Right.
You're a fucking stud. homie.
Babies.
I'm a novice. But hey, it's fun to experiment and try new things.
Yeah, getting it done. That's the main thing. Shit.
I
Bearded
love
down there.
experimenting.
Yeah. Not so much that it fucks up the crop, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's true.
number got to be there. Don't go doing too much. Trying to be the most. Remember all the
Yeah, don't
extra we was
overdo it.
talking about?
Yeah,
Doing
keep
all
it
the
simple,
extra.
stupid.
I
Yeah.
think this is like a
Don't be trying to
5
do all
by
the
12.
extra.
It's probably like 12 by 12. But it puts in enough. I think I pulled 5, maybe 5 last harvest in April. Pulled about 5
Off that
pounds.
one corner right there. Off that one corner.
The 5 by 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
I
a
got a
couple
4
more
by
spots.
12. That's about
4
the
by
number
12?
too. It's usually like 5, and if it's a good one, it's like 6. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
look at that one.
Every year off that one. Oh yeah. You know.
It's not showing any flowers yet. It shows hairs, pistils, but it's not really nugging up yet. So
Yeah.
that's a
Couple weeks.
That's what
Yeah,
mine's
that's the
doing.
same
Showing
stage
a
on
little
that.
fucking pistols.
And
Somebody need a
I
picture of
used
them.
to do the scrog net.
Through
I'd
the
have the
net when
tomato
they hit
cages,
truck.
do the scrog net, and then I just started tying things off with sticks. I get a little PVC stick and then tie a piece of wire to it. So I'll hang that on branches to bring them down or stabilize them so they don't blow over.
Spread them
And
some bitches out, right?
yeah, I put the pole in here. I got like a 14-foot pole, and I just wire tie it off to that.
LST for outdoor growers.
Lean it over.
Everything's minimum of 24 inches long. Yeah,
Yeah.
12 gauge
impressive.
wire. Tie them down. No,
Ratchet strap.
Yeah. I got a ratchet
Fucking-
strap.
Get in where you fit
Fucking-
in around here.
Got the yo-yos over
Bearded.
here. The yo-yos pointed
Fucking come
down.
alongs out here holding my plants down.
Son of a bitch. The outdoor growing world is only different. No, like they motherfuckers make you fucking go crazy, man. You throwing the fucking outdoors and shit. I mean, I like it. I'm talking shit, man, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Outdoor
Yeah,
growers
I
are
just-
always getting innovative, using propane tanks and old grill parts for shit.
I've seen them do it in the old barbecue grill.
Right.
Just for shits and giggles. Yeah.
Knew an old man that made a grow pan out of a fucking refrigerator.
Right.
Cut a hole where the fucking freezer was and put his light.
I seen him do it in the back of a pickup truck that didn't move
Yep.
ever. They just filled it up with dirt and just fucking started planting pot in it. It was fucking great. I was like, idiots. I was there. I remember taking the kayak down the river.
There we go.
I'll show you my little plant.
Woo!
That's almost done.
There we
Nice.
go.
What
Now
you
we're
got
talking
going
about some
on?
buds here.
This is,
What are you
this is a
doing?
bag feed GMO.
Oh, those are nice.
Look at them.
You gonna wait another 2 or 3 weeks on that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the trichomes are just now getting cloudy.
Yeah.
And then this one here is No Joke by Chad Westport.
Very good smoke.
Oh, yes.
Makes very good.
The lowers
dabs.
on this Chad Westport are twice as
Yeah.
frosty as the tops.
That's cool.
Really?
Every lower on the plant is way white and frostier than the tops.
I wonder what that variant is.
I think I had 4 of these, and 3 of them were outdoors. This one stayed inside.
Did you top that twice?
Nope, just once.
Okay.
Yeah, they all got topped once. This one here was a shorty. This is a peanut butter bread with red velvet. But its bud structure is a lot bigger and denser than the other two.
Those look like golf balls.
And
Thank you. That puts it in perspective.
then the other one back there.
Fucking bearded.
Yeah, I'll look
Looking
at that.
good, buddy.
Very
Looking
cool.
fucking
they're
great.
solid.
Big dog. Look at him.
But that's Lit Farms genetic.
Oh, that looks so pretty from the top like that.
Yeah, I like the way the leaves are starting to like finesse and things.
Can we get the pie? Good.
Yeah, that's what I got going on. Couple more
That's
weeks,
great,
those
dude.
girls will be coming down. I got a bunch
Are you
outdoors too.
You still smoking on your last grow?
This was what was the last one? Oh, this is 42 fast buds. This is the guava runts.
Right. You like it?
I did that a couple months ago. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's still. I can say it's still curing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Looks good though.
Yeah.
Oh, super fruity, super fruity.
You get a lot of
But
citrus in that one, or a pine kind of smell.
It's a citrus, almost like diesel.
Yeah.
It's real. It's light citrus, heavy on the diesel.
Right.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I've never had any of these types, so I'm very curious what these are going to taste like.
Can't wait
Everything
till
I
yours
got is
start
brand
budding,
new.
Blunt.
Yeah.
I know. I can't. I
Blunt
looked at
fell
his
fucking-
tops in there. I cannot wait till this is all like that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see
Yeah,
how
I
they
never-
stack up.
I put that.
I've never
net
taught
on
my
a little
plants
few
either.
weight on mine.
This is nothing like with tops. This is all from mainlining.
Yeah. You said you topped one of them though, right? Or no? There was
Uh,
one of them.
The very
You put a couple
back
at
one, I
top.
filmed at the very beginning. I filmed it, and the White Widow is just all mainline. These two, the only time I topped it was when it got to the second layer right here. No, the second layer. The third layer right here. Once it got to the third layer, I only topped the center. I only topped all the center, but I left all this outside. None of this outside has been topped because I wanted to top the center to stop the growth, to slow it down, which put all the energy to the outer to separate it. And then while the time the top healed, it got two branches. So now the top got thicker at the same time. It all spread out. That's how I got the 7 foot wide canopy right here. It's all just all mainline, and like I said, just topping the one time at the very beginning. But none of these outers right here have been topped. Just the center right there. But they're starting to go to sleep right now.
Yeah.
I found that if you bend them over and keep them under the net and pull everything from the other side shoots up, it gets massive for the harvest too. Yep. Just
Yeah, that's
bending
what
them
I've been
over
doing.
and over.
Just spraying them out, bending it
You don't
down.
have to top them. Yep.
But now I'm not topping anymore or bending now. All I'm doing is angling now. Like I will not bend it all the way straight down. I want these to grow tall now, but on a slight angle to open up. So like I said, this one will go when it gets taller, when it fully stretches, I'll bring it out through this hole up here on a slight angle, which will open up this top right here. So more like go in between here. And so later on, before I put the wall up, I'll put my 5th net up or 6th net up. Then I'll put the wall, and then I can start just training them just on a slight angle, just to separate the bush a little more. Again, like this one right here, it's underneath the leaf right here. I don't like that, but I'm not going to pluck that leaf while I pluck the leaf, where I can just tie this down and then open it up like that. And then open all these up. And like I said, at the very end, when everything's done and set, I will tie every branch, and they'll be connected to each branch with the green stretchy tape. I'll wrap around each stem, wrap it to this stem, wrap it around all the way around. So when this branch is moving like this in the high wind, this branch is moving at the same time. This branch is moving, so they're all locked in. I don't. In the high winds, I watched that tall tree there. It's like this, and my plants are like this. Just I ain't moving at all. Because the one year I lost a lot of it because I didn't have the netting up. I just had bamboo sticks, and the bamboo stick failed on me, and half the plant just went whoop.
I've lost it to the wind before. Fucking ripped the motherfuckers and whipped them right over, broke everything.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. It happens.
I ain't got enough trees, man. Even the tomato plants just get nailed. We get 90-mile-an-hour wind on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's why we kept a house on wheels. It just rolls with the wind.
Yeah. Life's an adventure. You never know where you're going to wake up.
Right? That sounds like my 20s.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Motor City Maniac, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well.
They're beautiful plants, man. But by the time you had to grab a step ladder to go work on the shit, I was kind of over it. I'm fine with my tent. Bro.
He's like, yeah, that's about it. That's enough for me.
Fuck you, man. You
I
need
was over it. Right. They're 19 by 19.
right?
Chronic,
Love it.
hey.
It is what it is. He be getting
What's going on,
it done.
everybody?
He be getting it done.
Well, Holly, I'm gonna jump off. My battery's down to like 15% on my phone.
All right,
I'll
no
see you back
worries,
in chat.
Wayne.
Right on.
Thanks for coming up and showing your grow, man. I'll always
Yeah.
love seeing your grow.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's awesome work,
Thanks,
man.
Blunt. We'll
Yeah.
see you, buddy.
Have a good
All
evening.
right, catch you guys later.
Yeah, cheers, Blunt.
All right, peace.
Thanks again. Yeah.
He's
He's taking after the Mendo dope boys over there.
I
Growing trees.
know, right? Damn.
That's literally
getting
doing
big.
60 days in trim jail there, ain't it?
Oh, well, he's got one
That's
of
a
those
solid.
trim bowls, so
You'd have to.
yeah.
You still
He's
gotta
like,
buck
fuck
that.
that,
You
I'm
still
not
gotta
trimming
buck
off.
them off. You still
Yeah,
gotta
that's
buck
the
them off
next
the
family
branches.
vacation.
That's a
Anna, hey
lot.
girl. Good to
He's
see
gonna
you.
be dealing with a lot. He is. It's all good though. Like he's in there. Let him get it. You know what I mean?
As much as it sucks, it's the reward of getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're
Cured,
done
Ryan
trimming
cured.
everything and it's just all the weed now, you're like, okay, thank fuck.
You don't gotta worry about weed for the next year and a half. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, buddy. On the real.
Hey,
Depending on
Jimmy,
what
I
you're
got a
feeding.
question for you. What do you think is
What's it?
like something that you wish you knew before going into your grow? You know what I mean? Like, is there something that you've learned that you wish you knew?
Overwatering. The overwatering.
Yeah.
Like I'm not smarter than the plant. It'll tell you, like people say, leave it alone. I wish I would have stopped touching it. I wish I would have stopped overwatering them or underwatering them. You know what I mean? Um, I wish I would just listen more. I really do wish I would have just listened more to other people that have grown and seen the same mistakes that I was gonna make. You know what I mean? I wish I would. Yeah, I think listening. That's the biggest thing I think. I was just would have fucking listened, man.
I'm going to
Would have
throw in
saved me a lot of.
that as well because you don't look like you started growing last week.
No.
So I'm going on early 90s here when I started learning shit, and there was a lot of bad knowledge in the 90s. Leave that shit alone. Listening is not the thing.
And no, I just yeah, I
No,
think
it was
mine
trial
was
by
just
error there.
yeah, listening, man, listening. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. It's gonna happen. And their shit happened. I
Yeah.
didn't listen, and it fucking
Yeah.
happened. And it was people are they like, you're a likable guy, man. I'm just trying to tell you, don't do it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then
Right.
I ain't listening and fucked up. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
it's also
yeah,
hard to know as a new grower, like what advice to listen to and what not to listen to, because sometimes
Overwhelming.
some people do not have good advice, you know?
right. And
Yeah,
I
it's
try to tell you, and
overwhelming.
this is my autoflower argument to everybody, right? This is a basis for it right here. Because of a new grower, you don't know what to do. You got to light, you got to tent. You don't want to fucking have a panic attack watching YouTube videos. If you get an
Yeah.
autoflower and you nuke the pot right, put it in there under one light cycle and just water it, and then build confidence in the new grower first with an autoflower. And then as because if they're growing an autoflower now, they're like, yeah, mine's cruising along, it's cruising along. And then they get to where the next grow, they watched a few videos, they're like, oh, I want to try these. I'll flip the lights and all that stuff. And they want to do it. Then they see the LST videos. Because if you start going down that rabbit hole on YouTube, your stream is populated with all the next steps or the steps that you missed on the step you think you're on. You know what I'm saying? And your stream will come up with it. And it's great. I mean, if that's what you're into, but it'll cause anxiety for real. Like
Well, I think
self-doubt.
it's a good statement to segue on because I think that's half the problem. One of the things I wish somebody would have told me early on was listen to one voice because there's too many goddamn voices. Everybody
Yeah.
does it. All four of us grow completely different. None of us are wrong. But if you're trying to teach somebody, they can't talk to all four of us.
No,
Right.
no.
You're absolutely correct.
And I don't speak on it unless I've personally done it because, like you said,
That's me
there's so
too.
much wrong information.
Yep.
I'll tell you if I fucked up, like, hey, I was underwatering, or I was overwatering, or underfeeding, or I burnt that plant with the light. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to set your light at. I'm going to
Right.
tell you I fucked
Yeah.
up. I burnt mine at 90% too early, or,
Right. No. And that's it.
don't
That's what I
lead them the
think.
wrong way and tell them you know
Yeah.
the answer because
Yeah. No,
I don't.
exactly.
Too many people. That's why I said you can't get on the panel
Too many cooks
unless
in
you're
the
fucking
kitchen.
grow. Yeah, if you're not a grower, even the ones that are growing, there's a DWC crowd, there's a soil crowd, there's a Coca-Cola crowd, there's a fucking solo cup crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. And if you're on the panel, everybody watching in the chat, everybody coming in, like somebody's speaking on something totally different. You know what I'm saying? and they're all getting it every week, doing it, putting in the work, and so you can trust it. But yeah, definitely a lot of fucking
Hart says, "I
done.
wish we had the tech back in the days." Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
imagine that,
think
like
about
old school growing, but with like the new tech. That would be wild.
think
Yeah,
about how much shit
That's a
had to
lot
go
of
through,
people are
bro.
going back to the old lights. I've been hearing a lot of people saying they're going back to high pressure sodiums and metal
Oh
halides.
shit!
Like
See, I
they
don't know
grew
about
better
that
pot. They're
HPS.
looking for that weed.
Yeah, that's what
Mm,
my dad was a high pressure sodium. Fucking, he swore by lights like that.
Happy to, other than the electric bill.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm
they
not
get
getting
hot as shit.
$1,000 worth of weed, but I am getting $1,000 electric bill.
Cheers, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
where
It
you
has to
have
be
to
worth
grow.
it. That's why I love LEDs, because they're cheap to run. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they have a bigger blueprint.
Yeah,
You
very
can get a
much so.
bigger footprint.
You need a lot of those high
Yeah,
pressure
exactly.
to cover small areas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you need the air conditioning to cool the temperature down in there. That's
Right.
some bitch you get over 120.
The heat is ridiculous.
Oh my god,
Mhm.
yeah. You almost have to have
Mhm.
like a warehouse or like a garage or something to grow in if you're using those kinds of lights.
I know
And they're
everybody started out
heavy.
with them.
Holy shit, the ballast is like heavy
Yup.
as shit. You gotta like bolt them to the ceiling.
Yeah. Hope one doesn't fall. It'll kill you.
Hopefully, oh my god, that would kill you. That would kill me.
You and me both,
Motherfucker
Vinny.
fell off and killed
I would be crushed.
you in there. What was she doing? Checking her plants?
I didn't do anything. I was just checking.
How'd you lose your arm? Watering the plants in the back?
Right.
Right, that fucking thing. I fucking
Just burn me in my greenhouse. That's fine. I just spread my
Yeah.
ashes in there.
get it.
I would be fine with that.
We're gonna top dress it into the plants.
Yeah, exactly.
The Susie ash.
Just not an autoflower, okay?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an autoflower. The biggest autoflower ever.
I'll come back and hunt your ass.
In a 7-gallon pot. I don't care.
Be like
Y'all
that
trying to hate on
fucking.
me and my autoflowers. Y'all
Hey,
trying
I'm
to
right
be
there
like-
with you. I grow them too.
Be like how
That's what I
high
tell people.
they start smoking and you just pop up as a ghost in the background.
Shaboop.
Smack the autoflower out of my hand. Stop it,
Yeah.
stupid. I told you.
Try to pass you the blunt and it falls through your hand.
I got one in the tent at the moment. I just had to top because it's growing too goddamn big.
You topped
Oh,
an
man, that's a good
autoflower,
thing,
bro?
though.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
well, I got it sitting in my 5-gallon DWC, and then so from the bottom or the top of the bucket to the top of the tent, 4.5 feet, and yeah, I had to take about 7 inches off of it.
Oh,
Oh,
shite.
wow.
That
Wow,
guava
you're doing
runts
something
I
right.
just grew, I had it LST'd in almost an S
Oh,
where
yeah,
it was trying to
I
grow
love
through
that.
the light, and I just kept bending it over, and then I'd bend it back the other way. It grew quick.
I had over 100 LST clips on it at week 4.
I believe it.
I believe it. That
believe
DWC is the
100 damn.
straight to it. You're getting it.
I've noticed in the
man.
DWC the growth difference is about 3 weeks ahead of schedule from where it usually was with autoflowers. It's kind of ridiculous.
Exponentially ahead of
Well,
schedule.
those nutrients
Like-
are always available for that plant, right? Like it just,
Always.
whenever it wants it, it takes that shit. It's like, oh, there we go. Doesn't have to wait.
down there.
I've been playing with
Got it,
the
Bob.
air stones lately, and I'm finding that more air seems to be much more beneficial. I'm now at a 4-inch dome stone, and before I was just at a 1-inch little bubbler stone, and it was enough, but I just started changing it gradually, and the growth definitely made it with the 4-inch.
Yeah.
Really? Nice. Nice. That's
Well, I'm
what's
gonna
up.
hop
That's
off,
what's up.
guys. I hear my kids
Yeah,
upstairs
I
in the
gotta
wrestling
get out of
match.
here too.
I gotta go
All right.
referee that shit.
Thanks
Have
for
a
coming
good-
up, Bearded.
Yep, no problem.
All right. Have a
Yeah, I'm
great
gonna
night.
jump off
And
too.
Jimmy
Later,
Titty,
Bearded.
have a
Yo,
wonderful
thank you
night.
guys for having
Thanks
me
for
up
coming
here
up.
and kicking everybody. in the
Everybody,
chat.
make
Hi,
sure you
buddy.
guys check him out tomorrow. He's live.
Aw, thank you. Thank
All right. Yeah, I think, guys, that's going to be it for me as well. It was almost exactly 2.5 hours. Wow, that went by very quickly, huh?
Very much so.
Yeah, right on. All right, everybody. Well, like I said, check out Jimmy tomorrow. I believe it's 6:30 Eastern time, around there, 6:30, 6:35, maybe 6. He sometimes goes early. And then we're gonna check out Tom and Rock on Monday. And then there's a lot more, you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't really know all the live streams off by heart yet. I want to thank Shitbox for joining me this entire live stream. Go check him out, guys. He does some awesome things with cars, and he does 3D printing, and his wife is like a craft extraordinaire. So
Very true.
check him out. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and thanks for hanging out. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.